Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War stream. So of course today the main thing we're going to be doing is Sunken Fleet. If you haven't seen it already, I guess either after the stream or during or something, since it kind of just uploaded. The stream on, actually, did I link it yet? There it is. But there's the link to the video that we just did, going over everything with the new faction, and of course right now we're about to do even more of that, since now we're actually going to specifically do it. Haven't actually done any of it yet, obviously, but let's go and get into it. Start off with just some basic gargoyles. Also just I guess recap real quick, as some of you may not have seen it yet, so I do advise watching it, as I covered quite a few different things in it, not just the teams, but which is why the video ended up being a bit longer. I did put timestamps in the description, or not description, but the comment section, I should say. Should probably put it in the description too. I'll do that later. But anyways, what was I doing? Not that. Games. What am I looking for? Hold up. I just forgot what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, I'm looking for my teams that I set up earlier. Lower levels. It's the exact same thing as Fang More. So whatever you use for Fang More, you can use for this. The lower levels, you can still get away with any Mountain Crusher or Apothecary combination. Double Gargoyle will be one of the cheaper ones. For the mid-range, you could put a Ketris there. You can put a what's it called? Words. You could put a Tina there and other similar options and upgrade that so it runs all the way to 200. You could probably even get away with potion and everything to keep just doing that all the way to around when you could start using these. Of course, some of the most meta things in the entire game are available in this faction. One being Mountain Crusher, High King, Iron Guts, Zugoff, and Possessed King, which to my understanding is the most meta thing you could possibly use for any faction. However, if you need to go cheaper, you can go Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, High King, Iron Gut into one other troop. That one other troop being either Possessed King or some kind of other support that will fit there. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need for this. Pure faction is most likely just going to be one of each. As far as specific order and everything, I'm not 100% certain. You might go double Crown Sailor. You could also double up on the Mirage Queen. And I haven't bothered getting any of them upgraded yet, which is actually something else we need to go do. Let's do that right now before we get into anything, just in case I forget this later. Though then again, we're probably not going to need this till later, but oh well. Let's go get them all maxed. Anyways, let me go say hello to everyone. Chat's been going for a while, so let's see. Hello, Raven! Hello, Humberto! Hello, Steve! Neil! Hello, Explosion King! Hello, Mister! Hello, Jan! Hello, Leonardo. Also, if I missed any of your questions, feel free to leave them again. Hello, Raven. Hello, Skeleton King. Hello. That one I already answered earlier. Hello, Christy. Hello, Tony. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Frag Hunter. Hello, JB. Hello, J. Dot. That's funny. We have two different J's spelled differently. Hello, Dallas. And hello, everyone else. Welcome. Do you have any good dev teams that I can recommend? Unfortunately, no. Even my Nintendo Switch account ended up getting a def, and there was basically nothing we could use it for. Def is too random of a troop to really bother using, unfortunately. And yeah, there's not much you can do with def. Also, I just realized this is an ultra rare. Isn't this the first of the first turn Empower converts that actually have has a ultra rare rarity, if I'm not mistaken? All the other ones, they end up making epic rarity. It's kind of weird that this one's only a ultra rare. Very strange. Especially since its secondary effect is one of the better ones too, oddly enough. So kind of strange there, but oh well. Anyways, let's keep upgrading these things. Keep getting all these ascended. So many extra copies because we did it mostly for the treasure. Most important thing right there being the 50% elemental start. We can now start using that with the Infernus team that I mentioned with Obsidius and everything, and other various Obsidius stuff just in general. It's not going to be the most meta thing in the game, using it with it. However, still pretty strong. And it's going to be the best stun curse option in the game, that's for sure. Since you have 4 times curse and the 4 times extra turn stun, so pretty powerful in that regard. Now we'll grab that, get the last of our level, and this was the last one, right? That should be all of them maxed now. So there we go. Every faction troop is now maxed out. Not like we'll be needing them anytime soon. We probably won't even need that till Sunday, but they are done now. Anyways, let's go and actually start doing this event already. So let's fight. I did buy each pack once. We'll see if that is enough. And by each pack once, I do include tier 7 in that. So we do have 7 higher stats to everything. As you guys may have seen in the video earlier, or just right now, we did hit quality, or even just from the thumbnail, we did hit quality, or level 200 on it. So we do have all these extra stats, which is about double what we'd normally have. Normally we'd have 18, 9, 36, 36, or something like that. But now we have double that. So I'll see what that does for us. Did I delay one of my battles? I should have. Okay, good, I did. I delayed one of those level 20s. Very nice. Okay, so all that's out of the way. Let's finally start this fight. And first we need a team. Let's start with no team. Let's see. I might just double Garg immediately into a random hero doing nothing. I'm not even going to go for Mountain Crusher yet. Though I do need hero here doing something. What is a weapon that is not useless? Let's see. That's hard. Non-useless weapon. Let's see. Let's see. What's under this color? This is the only thing we're really missing here. Did we just go Sun and Moon? Are we that desperate that we just go Sun and Moon? What's a good purple-brown? I guess we could go Black Manacles, actually. Let's go Black Manacle. That sounds like a plan. Good enough. Yeah, let's go Black Manacle. Even if I have to minus its color. Do we want to minus its color, though? What was the minus yellow banner? Isn't that something useful? Yes it is. No, it isn't. It doesn't have the red on it. But it goes into Black Manacle, so it's fine. No, but then again, I kind of want that +1. Okay, what's a good brown-yellow? Does that even exist? I don't think a good brown-yellow exists. There's Flame of Fur, but it doesn't fit in this context of this team. Oh, let's go with that, even though we're minusing our color. That should be fine. Okay, let's roll with this. And we'll keep Shaman, because we're just leveling Shaman. This is obviously just for the earlier battles. And of course, you can use Mountain Crusher there. It's just, these earlier battles for these first few are going to go so quick that we don't even need Mountain Crusher. We'll win before it's even relevant. Or then again, no we won't. Oh, yes we will. Because all we need is one Apothecary cast. And then that feeds all of them to full. Because we cast this and we pretty much ought to win there. Oh, you know what? Maybe we do still keep Mountain Crusher. Yeah, I'll switch to Mountain Crusher after this one. Yeah, we'll stick with what we were originally going to do anyways. But, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I guess. Contemplation. But with Hero having a half mana start, it would give it that nice little burst at the start of battle. Hello, Ryan. Hello, September Blick. Hello. Hello, Birdleaf. Welcome as well. Okay, we'll take our poke there. What else we need? Let's grab ourselves a... let's keep that there for now. Let's take some purples. Hopefully he doesn't deny our brown, and he doesn't. Grab all the manas we need, and that's match already. With all the extra bonuses we have. Essence of Evil? It would be blocked by Apothecary, and we wouldn't want to have it in front of the Apothecary, otherwise it would block the Apothecary. Yeah, we don't want to block Apothecary. And if we put it behind it, Apothecary blocks the Essence. Hey, how much is Black Manacle? 47? That's enough to one-shot wipe his entire team, actually. Even on tier 5 battles. At least for this first delve. Hey, Shaman level 75. We're making progress. But yeah, the order of this delve, as I mentioned earlier, though I didn't mention on this stream yet, it's more often than not, it's not guaranteed that this will be the order, but more often than not, the order of this delve is do the 3 tier 5 rooms, take the top left, take the 2 at the bottom, the tier 2 into the tier 4, and then take the top right guaranteed treasure room. And that is pretty much the path you do every single time. There are some situations where you would do it slightly different than that, but more often than not, unless there's like a 1.2 over here or something, the order is that room, that room, that room, that room, that room, that one, that one, that one, and then finish it. And more often than not, that's going to be the order like 90% plus of the time that you would do this delve. Yeah, we'll switch back to Mountain Crusher. I forgot, these things don't start with a half mana start. They're only constructs, and constructs do not have half mana start currently. And even if they did, I bet they'll put it on a really weird color that doesn't make it decent. Let's see. You did Pure Faction level 500 a few hours ago. Very nice. Yeah, there's probably people already done. Let me see if we go check leaderboard. People already done? Yep, there's people already done. Wait, are you Zydio, or are you on a different platform then? Because there's only one person done on PC Mobile. Literally only one, and it is Zydio. Yeah, no one else has finished yet. Of course, we're a while away. We're still on the very first one since we kind of just started. This event has been around for, what now, 8 hours? So that's why some people have already been able to do it. But of course, 8 hours ago was 3 a.m., so I wasn't around then. But depending on people's time zones, people have already been able to do it for several hours. We'll throw that down. Get herself a, that'll be match. And he's dead. I'll throw the other one. This stream will be available later? Yes, of course. All my streams are available later. I never not post a stream. Unless it's some kind of weird disconnect where it only goes for 5 minutes. But even the other day I ended up doing that just because we were going over the patch. But, yeah, I upload every stream we ever do. So if you don't catch it now, we will be back, or, you know, the stream will be up in, probably right before we start tonight's stream. Should be up around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sometime around there. Is that a math hat? Yes, that is a math hat. Are we ganking 2020? Yes, yes I am. Because for whatever reason, no other candidate will support a UBI. Of course, he has a lot of other good policies, though. He's still not overall not my ideal candidate, but he's currently the only one running on UBI, and he has a few other issues that are decent that would definitely want to vote for him. Like revamping the GDP to actually reflect things that actually matter, and the over other 100 policies on his website. Also, for whatever reason, he's one of the only few people running on abolishing the penny too, which seems really weird. Canada's already done it. Quite a few other countries have already done it. With the current economy, there's really no reason to currently have the penny. Seems really weird that we have to spend more than 1 penny to make a penny, which makes no logical sense whatsoever. Really, honestly, I think we should get rid of all coins. Like, we can still keep dollar bills and stuff, but, I don't know. Seems like we should almost phase out all of them, or at least down to, like, quarter. But, getting rid of pennies is a good place to start. Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard is really high up on my list. Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang are personally my favorite, too. Though, of course, I would vote for Barony if he gets the nomination. Would be perfectly fine with that. Let's see. Oh, this isn't guaranteed tier 5? Hold up. What is this madness? That's not guaranteed tier 5? This is guaranteed treasure room, though, right? Yeah, that's guaranteed treasure room. I've never seen that. Why did it just transform? Oh, that's a chance of treasure room right there. Interesting. Okay, never mind. The order of this delve is all over the place. What even is this delve? Well then. That makes things weird. That makes this really weird then. Okay. So we do this room, then that room, then that room, then that room, then that room, then that, and then that. Okay, there's gonna be some really weird layouts then. But anyways, let me just do Mountain Crusher here. We'll stick with the classics. Stick with what works. The ultra classic Mountain Crusher Apothecary double gargoyle team. Doesn't get simpler than that. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, this is what I run on my Nintendo Switch account as well. Oh no, I can't, because we can't run Apothecary for that delve. I run Mountain Crusher double gargoyle or something. I forget what the other troop was. It might have just been a cockatrice or something. Because obviously for something like Call of Guardians, you can't use Apothecary, unfortunately. I'll throw that down. And he's dead off anything. Yeah, I can't believe America's trying to get in another war. That's pretty absurd. Hopefully that doesn't go anywhere, though. Let's see. Let's move that over. Take an Apothecary. They're on the greens. Get a gargoyle down. Let's hello, Armando. Welcome. And hello, Elite Gaming. Okay, we'll stick this one in and then go head down. Yeah, as far as the presidency currently for America, I would say Yang Telsey or Telsey Yang is like my dream team. As far as that is concerned. At least at this current moment, but I don't really foresee that changing much. Okay, we'll take that over and then just kill it with Gargoyle. And we'll go from there. I'll try not to talk too much politics, though. I don't know, sometimes people like it, sometimes people don't. I definitely don't mind talking about it, though. A lot of things going on these days. Let's see. We'll go and just take the skull over. You'll be voting vacant. Were you the first person to ask about the hat? One of the first few. There's been a few other people that have recognized what the hat is. I think it's only been 3 people so far, though. Or at least 3 people that mentioned it. There might have been more that noticed it but didn't mention. But Andrew Yang's still, like, extremely unknown. Until the debates, he pretty much, like, what, 10% of the population even knows who he is? I did find out about him pretty early, though. I found out about him last summer, actually. Though I didn't really start supporting him until around February, because then he started actually picking up traction. It's like, before it was kind of seemed like Tulsi Gabbard, where it's like, oh, she's an insanely good candidate, but she's polling at like 1%. But now, since the last few months, Andrew Yang has been picking up to like 3-4%. Like, the more people learn about him, like, he just keeps going up. He, like, doesn't stop. It's basically going to be the same thing that happened with Bernie in 2016. Like, he was polling at, like, what, 3% initially? And then he got all the way to what should have pretty much been a nomination if it wasn't for other factors. But he ended up securing, like, 42% of the vote. Yet he started at, like, 2% or something. I'll throw that down, and then we'll Gargoyle kill that. It's kind of funny, that Joe Rogan podcast that everyone mentions, I haven't actually seen that yet. I've been following quite a few of the things that he's been doing, as well as several other candidates, even the ones I hate, just because I still want to hear them out, even if I disagree with them. But, I actually haven't watched his Joe Rogan podcast yet. Definitely need to make sure to do so, because that's actually how a good majority of people actually found out about him. I've seen clippets of it. I haven't seen the whole thing, though. Okay, we'll get a second Gargoyle. Oh, sorry, I missed your question. Hello, Benny. Let's see. Actually, I missed 2 questions. For a mid-level player, is it worth doing this event as far as you can get to some orbs without caring? Yes, you can pretty much just do this event for free. If you're more towards early game or mid-game, you shouldn't really be doing faction events. You should be doing the Tuesday ones to completion. But the ones that come out on Fridays, whenever we get a new faction, no. You pretty much just do the free battles. There isn't much a need to actually complete out the faction. There's some okay rewards there, like, you know, a little bit more orbs and stuff. But, no, there isn't really much of a need to do it. I believe you can get to around, assuming you can keep moving forward the entire time, I believe you can get to around the, up to tier 8. Basically the same as a Tuesday event, with only 30 gems still. Or not even 30 gems. You'd be able to get to, I believe, tier 9, actually, for free. So you should be able to get around that area for free, because you get 12 battles. So somewhere's around there. Because what, we're already at like 3 battles. Yeah, I believe it has the same scaling initially that the other events have. Or at least a very similar scaling. But yeah, you can get around here for free. Somewhere's around here. Because you get 9 battles, plus whatever you get from Val Ravens for free. So, yeah, you should be able to get around there. And of course, just the rest of it's from actually buying up But most of these rewards aren't really that good. Between there, the only thing you're really missing out on is a vault key, and 3 small orbs, and a title, but the title's obviously pretty irrelevant. But yeah, Tuesday events, you should always be doing those faction events, but these you can pretty much just ignore. It does require quite a bit tiers. I forget what the actual minimum is to be able to get all these done, but I believe you need like tier 4, tier 5, which obviously runs you into quite a bit of gems. It's pretty pricey if you were to go and just get all of these. Though it would give you the weapon and everything, and you might eventually want to get the weapon and stuff. But, yeah, as a newer player, you wouldn't really need to worry about it as much. Is the bottom line. Tuesday events, yes. Friday ones, no. As far as the peer faction. I mean, as far as new factions, I mean. So what's our order here? Okay, so now we really have to do some weird scouting for this delve because this isn't guaranteed tier 5. Seriously, why is that not guaranteed tier 5? That is so weird. It was a tier 5 earlier, it was a tier 2, and now it's a tier 3? That is a very strange room right there. Everyone's good on Rogan because he'll mostly agree with you. I don't think he mostly agrees with people. I haven't seen too much of his podcast. He's not really one of the people I really follow that much, or really at all for that matter. But I have seen a few of his, and no, he doesn't necessarily agree with everyone that's on. If I'm not mistaken, he disagreed a lot with, oh, what's his name? Adam Ruins Everything. What's his actual name? Just Adam? I guess his name is just Adam. But Adam Ruins Everything from True TV and the College Humor from that show. I ended up disagreeing with a lot with him. And there's plenty of others. Let's see. What was your Silver Necropolis team? For what? For moving forward? I believe it was the exact same team that we used for the meta. It was Mountain Crusher, Hiking Iron Gut, Zugoff, and Possessed King. Which is currently, to my understanding, the best faction team in the entire game. Assuming you own it. There are some replacements, though, like Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, Hiking Iron Gut, anything is pretty decent. Even if you don't own Zugoff and all that, you don't necessarily need Zugoff. Hello, Gustavo! Welcome. Oh, so I missed one other question. Leonardo, with other factions, should you focus now to get all the troops of this one? And then Warren's? Which other faction has good troops? Yes, I would focus on this one. Out of every single faction, the best troops are... I should probably do a video on that too. Like top 10 best faction troops to go for. Or at least top 5. I'm not even sure if there's 10 viable ones. But as far as top... or, you know, some of the top ones... The first 2 that come to mind is Gargoyle off of Hall of Guardians, which you even see me using. It's mostly low-level, or at least this late in the game, it's mostly only used for low-level delves. However, if you're in early game, mid-game, or possibly even late game, you could use it for PvP, you could use it for most of your delves, you could use it for Guild Wars even. I know I use it some on my Guild Wars on my Nintendo Switch, and it's currently on mid-game right now. But yeah, Gargoyle is insanely good to get maxed. And other than that, the new troop that just came out, the Mirage Queen, is insanely good to get. It's, I would say, the best legend that has ever come in from a faction. And, yeah, you definitely want to get that. You don't necessarily even need it to be multi-upgraded either. Just getting one single copy of it is pretty much enough, because it gains almost no benefit from being mythicked. Yeah, those are the first 2 that come to mind. There's probably a few others here and there. Luna's okay from Warren's. Trying to think of a few other ones. Lady Mirana, if you literally had no other instant kill options, isn't that bad of an instant kill. Not the best of instant kills, but if you had literally no other option, it's fine. There's a few others scattered around. Both the 2 empowered ones. There's an empowered one off of this faction, and there's an empowered one off of the top left one. Crypt. There's one off of Crypt. The other ones are Darkstone in general, doing All-Seeing Eye, simply because it is the best tribute of any of the kingdoms. Same as Hall of Guardian. Hall of Guardians because it's the best tribute overall. But you would want to do All-Seeing Eye because of the +1 magic that you can gain. either for getting it to 5-star or for getting it to 10-star. I was very easily able to get 5-star on our Nintendo Switch account because All-Seeing Eye made it super easy just by throwing shards at it to get all the troops. And similarly, later in the game, you'd want to make sure obviously you have them all max so you can get 10-star Darkstone a bit easier, though that does require Possessed King and everything. But yeah, you also have to keep in mind you need them for kingdom upgrades, so any of them you generally want to start getting all of them to 1 copy of each, just because you need them for kingdom upgrades. But yeah, there's not too many like excessively good faction troops. I think they're deliberately trying to not make them absurdly good, just because if they make anything too broken, then it's just going to be a ridiculously easy to obtain broken troop. But I don't know, the elemental thing they just added is pretty close to that, and they added a new stun option. They added a lot of utilities in this most recent faction. 3 of the 4 troops are actually viable. This faction probably has the most amount of troops that could theoretically be considered viable, with the legend arguably being the best legend of any of them. The only one that's not useful is the rare. The rare is, it's weaker than Asp, so you might as well just use Asp from Fangmoor, rather than using the new rare that ended up coming into the game. Also, this team is in such a weird order now, but still gets the job done. Throw that down, throw the other gargoyle, and that'll be that. Apothecary isn't available in Silverglade? True. What is the color of Silverglade again? I actually forget off the top of my head. Is Cockatrice available? You could put a Cockatrice in there. I'm trying to think of what else that could create brown. Does Deep Borer work? It should. If you can use Possessed King, it probably works. If Deep Borer can fit, that could probably be fine. Yeah, I forget what color that faction is off the top of my head. But yeah, we do have 10 factions now. And I'm already starting to lose track of some of them. Let's see. Do we take care of that down to reds? Yeah, 50% elemental starting bonus is insanely good. There's a lot of good elementals, even though I keep only naming 3 each time. But let's see. What is actually the full list? Let me go over to it. Also, if I'm not mistaken, one other kind of interesting thing, which I didn't really think about until a couple days ago, though I don't think I even made any mention on it, is Guardians are elemental, if I'm not mistaken. So all the Guardians now have half mana start because they're elemental constructs. So they finally have elemental start now. But yeah, some of the more relevant things that can have half mana start now are, oddly enough, the Alderfather from the Primal Rift faction. So you can end up getting that for free. Yeah, they are elementals. So all 6 of the Guardian troops are somewhat relevant now that they can start with half mana start, doing that into something like a Justice or into a Courage to get these things to start with half mana, so they can get a gigantic burst off their ability. Definitely not too bad of an option, especially since Infernus is an elemental. You can use Courage with it, get them both on the same team with half mana start. Not too bad. Some of the trolls are elemental. Wait, are they all elemental? Never mind. Every troll is elemental. So this hero class, or sorry, this troop actually has somewhat the same effect as Titan, because if I'm not mistaken, all 6 of the trolls are elemental. They're elemental giants. So yeah, similar to how Titan can feed all these to half mana, so can this new elemental troop. Let's see what other relevant things. So there's all the Guardian troops, all 6 Guardians, all 6 trolls. That's already pretty good. It's somewhat relevant with Flame Troll just because you use it with Sunbird synergy. So even though it already has full mana start, you do use it for its typing synergy that it has. Florian can start with half mana. That's not too bad. Humility is going to be pretty nice with it. Oh, Hindla even, though you're most likely going to use her with Titan, obviously, because of that final trait. But still. Even Yerol, that's funny. Infernus is obviously going to be one of the bigger ones. He could already start with 40%, but of course he doesn't have 50% mana start until this came back in, because Divines only get 40% now, but now you can do 50% Elemental. All the Guardians, especially Justice, going to be pretty good. It looks like all these Drain troops, like Nyx, Florian, and all those, do count as Elemental. Obsidius is going to be insanely good with it because it's 4 times Curse. What else? Rowan. Oh! Hold up. I didn't even think about that either. Rowan has 50% mana start now. that is pretty game changing because now you can do that into a Rush or Rush Rowan team. No longer do you have to use Rush Sunbird, though you're probably still going to use Rush Sunbird because it's safer. But yeah, you can use Rush Rowan now. You don't necessarily have to use a Sunbird because, of course, before Sunbird already had a half mana start off a Forest Guardian, but Rowan didn't have any half mana start. But now it does. It has Elemental 50%. So that's pretty cool. So now you have Rowan as an option if you want to use that for that. All the trolls are going to be good, as I mentioned. Shegra. That's interesting. I don't think that's going to be relevant, but Shegra does have half mana start. Now, Sunbird half mana start's extremely relevant, though, of course, they already had it off a Beast, but still. And now if you were to go and... you can actually do 4 times Element now. It wouldn't use Hero, though. But Sunbird, Rowan, Firebomb, Rowan... or, sorry, never mind. Yeah, you could use Hero for that. Yeah, that would work. Oh, no, you would need the half mana start. Yeah, duh. So, yeah, you wouldn't be able to fit Hero. But Sunbird, Rowan, Firebomb, and the Legend, that gives half mana Elemental start. That's not too bad, though it doesn't use Hero, unfortunately. Which you'd probably just want to use one or the other. Ha! Taloka! We finally got that other copy, though I don't think I want to upgrade him yet. Some teams use 2. Let's see. What other elementals are relevant? No, that's about it. Okay, so everything I mentioned is about the main ones. So basically, Sunbird, Rowan, all the trolls, all those like Nyx like drainers that do 12 mana drain, a few mythics here and there, most notably Infernus and Obsidius, and particularly Obsidius, and all the Guardian troops. Those are probably the most relevant ones that end up getting used for it. There's a few other sprinkled around, but those are the main ones. Anyways, let's keep going with the faction events. We'll hand out a code once we get to... I don't know, we hand out the first code on. How about the first orb? We'll hand out first code on first orb. Sounds like a plan. And that includes if we get an orb off that randomly, which we might be able to. Actually, speaking of that key, let me go open that key right now. Let's see. Will we get an orb off it? That'd be pretty funny if we did. No, I don't want a treasure map. I didn't mean to click that. Since we're already here, let's do it real quick. My bad. Oh no, the stream just died because we started a treasure map. Wait, okay, good. I was gonna say, did it completely die? That would have been horrible. But no, it only partially died. Yeah, let's do this map since I accidentally misclicked on it. No need to waste the map, even though we have 1 billion of them. At like 15,000 currently. We already clicked on it. Might as well do it. Now, we do have a new menu here, though it doesn't really help much. We have those things shown there. The only thing relevant is it shows you how many trait stones you have overall, so you don't have to do the math on it. And well, that was the other thing. It shows the timer. Those are like the only 2 things that are relevant. The other 2 are obviously already shown. Turns taken are already there, and turns left are already there. But it does show 2 things that weren't currently available. It just shows the total amount of trait stones, so you could have just divided by that by 15 and would have known. Though, of course, once that starts reaching higher numbers, you can't just do that off the top of your head. Obviously, right now we can see that's 2. But if you're on something like, let's say, 137, that'll be a little bit harder to instantly figure out how many trait stones you would have. And the main thing is it has that timer there. Though it still seems weird that they added a timer to that thing, but they still don't have the timer shown at the end screen right here. It'd make a lot of sense to somewheres on this screen add the total amount of time that the battle took. But they don't have that anywhere. But anyways, that was a complete misclick. What I meant to click is this vault key. So let's go do this vault key. Is there a good troop to waste shards on? New factions? Or I'm not sure what you mean by that. Is there a good troop to waste... Well, actually, you didn't even say shards. But I'm not sure what you're asking with that. Oh, no. Oh, I thought he was going to do something else. Never mind. I thought he was casting one of the things. It's fine if Cedric casts. He has a 0% chance of dodging the battle. What do we have? Whoa! Major orb. Does that count as getting an orb? I guess so. Come on, blue or purple? Ooh, wow. Wow, we got 20 gems into purple orb. That is basically 700 gems. That's 675 gems into 20 gems. That is not too bad at all. That's basically 700. Well, that almost makes up for the entirety of this event. And I did say when we get next orb, and I guess that technically counts. If anything, that's like one of the biggest orbs we can even get. So, yeah, I guess that counts. Who knows? Maybe we'll give out 2 codes this stream. Why not? It is a bigger stream. Yeah, we'll hand out another code. I'm not sure when, but sometime this stream we'll hand out another code. We just got more from Salty, so we're not running out anytime soon. So, it is a decent special event, kind of. It's a new faction. Close enough. So, yeah, we'll hand out another code later this stream. But, let me hand out this one for now. Copy, and there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com, redeem the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu, whatever your game says there. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste it. And it gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy. And it's usable on every platform except the console version, so basically just PC mobile. I don't know why I just don't ever just say PC mobile. I don't know why I always feel the need to say it that way. Okay, but anyways, where were we? Let's just take this final battle and go from there. With our weird order team, because we got moved because of, what was it? That one, I forget its name. It's that one Submerge thing from Relantis. Wow, why did I forget its name? Leviathan. Because it's so useless, that's why I forgot its name. But it's Leviathan. That's what ended up moving our team. There are a few rooms that, of course, move your order. And they're all annoying. Every single one of them. There is currently no immunity to movement in this game. I really wish they would do a little bit more with movement. Every single time I think of like movement with 4 troops, the first thing that comes to mind is Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon did it really, really well. I wish Gems of War would incorporate those kind of mechanics a bit more. There's a lot of potential there. Let's see. Wait, that's a treasure? What? That's a treasure room. Did we just get triple treasure room? No, we got double treasure room. Is that actually a % chance treasure room, or was that just a coincidence that it happened to have done this for a tier 5? I think that's just a coincidence that it did that for a tier 5. It just seems to be in the tier 5 drop table. No, not a Leviathan. But yeah, from what I can tell, this is guaranteed treasure room. This is chance of treasure room. And this just happens to have this as one of the tier 5s. I believe this is a permanent tier 5 room. But apparently it can also be Dark's King, which is a tier 5, but however, it is a treasure room tier 5. Similar to how some rooms can be a Christinex room on tier 4. Even though that's a treasure room, it sometimes still appears there. It's kind of weird how that is, but that's how it is. Your treasure rooms are totally random? I don't think it's totally random. Because some factions have done that before. For example, the middle room in Hall of Guardians can be a Christinex room. It is a tier 4 room that is not a treasure room. However, it is possible that it can be a treasure room Christinex room, just because it happens to be tier 4. And I believe that's what's happening there, although we have to have a few more delves before we can definitively say so. But I believe that is a guaranteed tier 5. It just happens to have, the treasure room tier 5 over top its drop table. Which I guess you could theoretically say is a potential treasure room. But that would make it a really low chance of treasure room. That's probably like a 10% chance or less that that would be a treasure room then. If that's the only room it has as a potential treasure room drop off it. Yeah, there's only one guaranteed treasure room in this delve, that's for sure. It's the top right. So overall, it's not as good as some of the other delves. I would still say Crypt is definitively still way better than this one. I mean, sorry, did I say Crypt? I meant Silver Necropolis, my bad. Silver Necropolis is what I meant to say. Okay, Silver Necropolis is still number 1, and Warrens would probably have to be number 2. I still do Warrens just because I already maxed out Silver Necropolis. But if they ever make it so doing level 500s are good, we'll be doing Silver Necropolis. It's one of the reasons why I upgraded it to level 222. And who knows, maybe we'll go even higher on it eventually. No time soon, though. Unless they finally make it so farming lower levels is irrelevant. Oh, speaking of that, today we're going to hit level... I almost forgot about that. But today we're going to hit 20,000 total Renown. And from that 20,000 Renown, we're going to gain 1 permanent extra attack. This has already been obtainable prior to this, but because we've been farming Warrens, I haven't been able to obtain it. It's actually possible as of today to also obtain 1 extra armor. So it's possible to have 1 attack, 2 HP, 3 armor. I will not be getting that other armor, though. And the main reason for that is it would require warrens to be way more upgraded than it currently is. And I'm currently farming it, so we can live without 1 armor. Not that big a deal. We'll have it after next faction, probably. Anyways, what on earth is our order? Do we go for that treasure room, or do we save them for last and just double treasure room? Might be such a high multiplier that I might just go for it. Or not. You know what? Let's do it for... Oh, but then again, this is a faction event. Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll go for the multiplier, fine. I probably should go for it, even though it's a decent treasure room. It's always weird, because it's worth, what, 1,600 gold? But it's a 1.4 times multiplier. So do you go for it, or do you not go for it? To try to maximize loot. But since it is a faction event, we do need to try maxing out multiplier. And from a multiplier standpoint, it's definitely worth going out of our way to go for it. Hello, Vespeni! Hello, Doshi. I'm not going to be able to get that name. That combination of letters is something I will never be able to guess in a billion tries. But hello there! Let's see. Also, did I miss any other questions? Feel free to leave it in chat if I did. Are you going for level 500 pure faction again? Yes, we're definitely going for level 500 pure faction again. We probably won't be able to get it done until tomorrow or Sunday, because I don't think we're going to have enough battles, because they only bought each pack once, including tier 7. But, yeah, I don't think we'll have enough until... We won't have enough to be able to reach it until about Sunday. But, yeah, our goal is to go do 500 pure faction. It doesn't cost that much. It'll cost about 1,500 gems. A couple hundred of that we'll get back from Leaderboard. And along the ways, we get a bunch of rewards. Plus, we get the emoji pack and everything. Oh, I didn't bother showing the emojis or anything yet. But, we could show them real quick. We'll go, annoy global chat. Actually, I might as well do the whole advertisement. Hello, everyone. I am streaming Gems of War on YouTube at Tacit the Terror. If anyone is interested, doing the new delve and just covered a video on it. I'll say on it. I was gonna say on delves in general. And I'll also do spam all 4 emojis because we'll be able to see what they are. And there we go. Okay, so that's what they look like. Let me go make them bigger. That's what they look like if any of you are interested or not interested in them. We got the little sea sailing thingy. We got an anchor. We have what's supposed to be a compass, but it looks like a timer. So you could probably use it for time. It's probably the most useful one out of these 4, actually. Because you could use it as a timer to say, like, the time of day or whatever with that. So that one's probably the most useful out of these 4. And then there's a boat. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be most other people will just be using that as a timer. Even though it says compass on it, if you hover over it. But it looks close enough to, like, a stopwatch or something. That people would understand that it's a clock. Even though it's not supposed to be a clock. Pretty sure that's what it's going to get used for. So let's go spam some of the other global chats, because why not? I don't do it too often. We'll say hi to them. Let's see. That reminds me, I never did cover a video on Renown, did we? Someone covered a really good overview of it on the forum, which is one of the reasons why I didn't really get around to it. But some people probably didn't see that because not everyone checks the forum. I know even I haven't been doing it that much lately. But someone did post like an excessively good breakdown of it. I still want to cover it in the video though. Actually, I might even need to go reference the guide is actually so good, I might even just reference the guide. Just because it's so ridiculously solid at going over it. I forget who posted that, but I will definitely credit them whenever I get around to the video. Most of this stuff I already have screenshotted though, and some of it I'll be using my own screenshots. I'll definitely need to double check his guide before I even do the video just to make sure I cover everything. Because he has pretty much everything that we currently know about it on the guide. Laid out pretty nicely. But anyways, let's go and do all the other things we need to go do. So let's go claim all that. Grab that. And let's keep going. As I mentioned, we'll have another code today. When that will be, I do not know. But we'll hit at some kind of milestone. We'll hand it out. Still not certain yet. If any of you haven't already claimed it, make sure to go claim that code right over there. Oh, never mind. It's not on my copy paste anymore. Fail! Let me get it back on my copy paste in case anyone came here from global. There is the paste I want. If any of you just came in, there's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com. Reach the game code section. Just click on that link. Okay, what were we doing again? What's our order here? I guess we'll take the treasure room. We'll do it in multiplier order. So we'll take this, take top left, take the bottom, and then to the final room. How's the new faction weapon? Oh yeah, I didn't really go over the faction weapon, did I? I forgot about that. Faction weapon was, I believe, useless, but let me go double check. I believe the reason I didn't go over it was because it wasn't relevant, which is why I didn't remember to go over it. Let me go double check it. But last I recall, it's irrelevant. Let me double check. Let's see. Do I really need a gargoyle for that? Let's take the skull. There we go. Okay, so let me go check. What am I looking for again? Weapon. Weapon. Element. There it is. Last Harbor. Deal damage to the first enemy boosted by Doom Skulls at a 3x boost ratio. If the enemy is an elemental, do double damage to it, then knock them to the last position. It is 100% useless. What color is it? Yeah, it's 100% useless. What perks does it have? It is 100% useless. But yeah, there's no point in using this weapon. It is a useless weapon, which is why I didn't remember to go over it, because it was irrelevant. Normally, if they're actually good, I remember to actually go over them. But if the weapon's like 100% irrelevant, I sometimes forget just because it's so dead content upon arrival. But for completionist's sake, you might want to get it, or if you need it for... Oh, that's something else I didn't even mention in the video. These troops do count as Primal Rift. This faction is from Primal Rift, by the way. What did I forget to mention that? Oh, not that big a deal. People will pick up on that pretty instantly. As soon as you look at the card, it's like, oh yeah, Primal Rift. Yeah, it is Primal Rift, by the way. If we go over... It doesn't seem like it is. But if we go over to Sunken Fleets, and or not Primal. Why did I say Primal Rift? I meant Bright Forest. Why did I say Primal Rift? I knew what I was thinking in my head, but I said the wrong word. But yeah, I meant to say Bright Forest, which is the Primal Rift of Kingdoms. I don't know why I don't know if I said that, but yeah, I definitely meant to say Bright Forest. I knew it was the one all the way at the bottom of the map. But yeah, it gains one more star. It's not that relevant. I think it's still at 19 troops, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's at 19. So even if it gets a hero class, it's still one troop short of getting 10 star, unfortunately. But I'll get it eventually. But yeah, it got one extra star. It moved from 7 to 8. What do you do when you finish every campaign? What do you mean by every campaign? Oh, sorry, did I post the wrong code? Did I just post the wrong code? How on earth did I accidentally post the wrong one? That's weird. How did I copy paste wrong? Strange. But yeah, the one that was just mentioned is the correct one. Wait, how on earth did I bother pasting the wrong one, though? It's not even a code I have. Oh! I forgot the B. Whoops. I copied the right one. I just forgot the B at the beginning of it. Whoops. I guess I clipped the letter when I tried clicking copy on it. But yeah, add a B before that code. My bad. What do we take here? Grab the on greens. Yeah, right there. What Vespenny just did. It just added a B in front of it. That's what I get from being tired. Yeah, I only got like a few hours of sleep last night. Probably take a nap after we get all the stuff done for the stream. We'll still be streaming for about another 2-3 hours though. Midday naps are always nice. Especially on rainy days, though it isn't a rainy day today, though. No reason not to do it, though. What do we take here? Let's just throw Mountain Crusher down. Get that going. Then we can just throw into a double gargoyle. Get that down, get the second gargoyle down. And it was poke him with a whatever. Let's get that down, throw it into an explosion. And that is it. Will you be doing teams with the 50% elemental? I probably won't be focusing on that this stream. Next stream I might do it a little bit more. But this particular stream, no. I'm probably not going to be messing around with it much. Though tomorrow, since we'll have more time, I probably will be. Today is pretty much almost entirely going to be the faction. But no, we will be getting around to it. Though, if I want to do that, I'm going to be dedicating quite a bit of time to it. It's going to take way more than an hour to mess around with teams. There's a lot of different teams to mess around with. And I'm not going to bother starting it just to partially do it. If we're going to start going over them, we're going to do literally all of them. Or, you know, we're going to be, like, really messing around with them. But yeah, I haven't even tried it with Obsidius yet. But we'll be doing it all at once when we get around to it. And that'll probably be the second half of tomorrow's stream, most likely. Today we're mainly focusing on the faction itself. Actually, pretty much entirely. Not even pretty much. That's literally all we're doing, is progressing through this faction. Not sure how far we'll actually be able to get today. But at minimum... Actually, you know what? That's when we'll hand out the next code. I know exactly when we'll hand out next code. Once we hit +1 attack, we will hand out the next code. Once we get that 1 attack off of 20,000 total renown, we will hand out a code. And that is probably our biggest objective we want to hit today, is do that. Because 1 free attack is insanely good. Let's see, how far do we need to go? Maybe I'll throw in a 150 pure faction or something, just for fun. But yeah, who knows? I think I might try throwing down a 100 or a 150. Let me see. If I wasn't to do so, how far would we need to go? Pretty far. Let's see, it counts 30 points each time. So let's divide that by 30. What do we have? Let's get the math out. 540. Divide that by 30. That comes down to 18 exactly. So we have to do 18 more delves. That moves us to 230. So, yeah, we could do that. How many battles do we have? I think we can get that done this stream, right? Should be able to, without doing a single pure faction. Yeah, we just have to get to 230 from 60, which would take, yeah, we definitely have way more than enough sigils to do that today. So yeah, sounds like a plan. We'll stream until we get that +1 attack. Sounds like a plan. That's the game plan. Let's do it now. What is my favorite elemental troop? Probably Sunbird. Has great troop art, has a great ability. It's pretty tanky, even though it doesn't have any skull mitigation because of how it just revives itself. And it's a pretty fun troop to use overall. It's also one of the best explore options in the entire game. Everything about it's pretty nice. It's one of my favorite troops in the entire game, actually. Oh, what was the guide I was referencing checking? This right over here. Timestamps are in the description of that video right there. I posted that earlier. Some people might not have caught it because we did. It was posted basically as soon as we started to stream earlier this morning. But yeah, that was the guide I was referring to if you're coming here from global chat. I went over how to level up the hordes as well as just general info on the faction and all that. Just general teams and all the normal info we normally go over. As well as a shard opening, just because people requested I do a shard opening. Sometimes I do it off stream because it takes forever. But people requested for it, so I might as well show it. And I put timestamps in case people don't want to watch it, obviously. Because I think like 10 minutes of the video is literally just opening shards. Which of course some people don't want to see. Let's see, but timestamps are in the description. I mean, in the comment section. Actually, I should probably go copy paste it into the description. So do people even check the descriptions? I sometimes write up descriptions for videos, but I feel like no one ever bothers checking them. Okay, let me actually go copy paste it real quick. Also, I'll go refresh it real quick. See how the video's been doing. Let me go copy paste this to the description right now. That should only take like a minute to edit it. Not even like 30 seconds. Let me see. Let me edit. Loading, loading, loading. Let me paste it in right there. All the way below the description. Boom, boom. There we go. It's in the description now as well. Save changes. As easy as that. And there we go. Pause the ad. They've been trying to sell me overly priced sunglasses recently. Though, that does remind me, I do need to get new glasses soon. Not sunglasses, but, you know, actual glasses. Though, who knows, maybe I'll get, like, a sunglass feature for it. If anything, I should probably start getting no glare glasses so that it doesn't show up the screen. Like, if I look directly at the screen, of course, you can't really see my eyes. I have to, like, look in a weird angle. It's really noticeable if I have, like, the TV on or something if I'm looking at it. Or if the laptop's, like, right in front of me. Currently, it's at an angle that actually doesn't block my eyes as much. But you can almost never see my eyes because of the glare. I know that they exist, non-glare glasses like that. Probably need to get them next time I do that. Currently, I have no health insurance, though. But, I don't know, it shouldn't be too much. Several hundred for the glasses and the, getting the checkup and everything. Haven't gotten them replaced since, 2016 was the last time. I believe you're supposed to replace them every few years, and it has been 3 years now. Oh, the guide that someone else did? Oh yeah, let me go get that for you real quick. My bad. 1 second. Yeah, let me go post the guide on Renown. I'll do that video soon. Let me see, community guides. Yeah, I believe it's the most recent community guide. There it is. Yeah, it is. Really well done guide by Rick Gervis. Did I leave a like on it yet? Pretty sure I did. Yep, already did. It only has 12 likes. Everyone go like this post. That's a small amount of likes for how good the guide is. But there you guys go. Yeah, there's the guide on Renown. It goes over, to my understanding, everything that we currently know about it. I don't believe it misses any info. And has some images to go along with it from the game. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that link I just posted is everything we currently know about Renown. The Renown system. Renown system's pretty straightforward, though, but if you need any info on it, all of it's right there. Yes, Bright Forest has gained from 7 stars to 8 stars. That is correct. Due to this most recent faction. Not much of an increase, but an increase nonetheless. Hey, we're almost at 100 viewers. Thank you, everyone. If you guys have any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Or if I missed any questions from earlier back. Where do you put the code? Do you use it on gemsofwar.com or use the game code section? Same place as always. Let's see. We'll put that down. And actually, it's really easy getting there now. All you have to do is go to settings. Go to, oh, of course, you can just click the link I posted earlier, too. But even just within the game, it's easy now. You just go to settings. You click on either website or forum. Then you click on game code, and then boom, you're at the game code section. You can pretty much do it within the game itself now. Oh yeah, that's how you get the Dragon Kitty. I've been wearing that Dragon Kitty. That is from having max Renown. It's currently the hardest pet in the entire game to obtain. That doesn't cost specifically money. Because there are some pets that actually do cost money now, which is annoying. Which I don't have because no one really counts that as full completion. There's an exclusive pet, I believe, on Xbox, Android, and Steam now, each of which costs $50. And each of which are $50 overpriced. No, actually, it comes with some other stuff that makes the pack somewhat worth it. But at minimum, they have to half-price that to even be before I would even remotely consider it. Some people still got it, people who like supporting the game. But from an actual value perspective, the pack's only worth like $10 to $25, depending on how you personally value it. They'll just wait for a sale. Most people probably don't even know they exist. I still haven't seen a single person with it because most people aren't going to bother wasting $50 on it. Because $50 can be spent on, if you're looking for resources, it can be spent better on the game rather than specifically getting that. And there's plenty of pets that look better than the $50 pets. Like this kitty, for example. But yeah, this is currently the hardest to obtain free pet in the entire game. The kitty. The next hardest at any given time is whatever the current faction event is. So, for example, the second hardest in the game right now to obtain is the faction pet for this delve, which I didn't even bother checking yet. What is the faction pet for this delve? The faction pet for this delve is... where does it go? That right there. Oh, it's a boat. It is literally a boat. That's quite a weird pet. It is just a boat. I think they're starting to get a pretty loose definition of what a pet is. Too bad it's not in a bottle. It could be one of like those bottled boats. They missed a perfect opportunity. Don't those things have a proper name? What are those things called? Those boats in a bottle. Or are they just called boats in a bottle? Don't they have a proper name? I could have sworn they have a proper name. I don't think it's pet boat. It's a boat pet. But don't those have a proper name, or is it just called a boat in a bottle or something like that? I could have sworn it has a proper name. Oh, why'd I do that? I should have done last and then hit it. Oh, then again, it still would have lived, wouldn't have. Never mind. That would have made no difference because of how stealthy it was. What'd I take here? Let's take that into a poke. Also, it's almost time to switch out of gargoyles. Maybe I'll put a Tina there. It's either Tina or Ketris. Not sure which one I want yet. I'll probably go Ketris. We can get away with this until about 120, 150. We can technically do it all the way to 200 if we really wanted to. But assuming you own better options, you would normally just use those better options. And obviously we own everything. So we'd want to switch by that point. But if you didn't have other options, you could do it to about 200 and probably still get away with it. Especially if you had potions in play. How did he not die? There we go. I was going to say. There we go, though. Okay, on to the next one. Go claim our next rewards. Almost at the portrait. What even is that portrait? Can't even tell what that is. What is that? Oh, we're about to find out when we get it. Actually, there's another way we could cheat. We could look at the... Well, for one, we can see if anyone currently is using it. And the answer on that is no. No one ever uses the new ones. I shouldn't say that. Some people use the new ones. That one was from this week. The pirate one that he's using right there. Oh, no, we still need a better cute dragon one. We don't have any cute dragon ones. Other than Baby Dragon. And the only other dragon one we even have, even in general, is Visk, if I'm not mistaken. Which isn't that interesting of a dragon. But, yeah, we need better dragon icons. But that's what that looks like. Of course, it's currently a little bit faded. But, what even is that still? I can't even tell. I still can't tell what that is. Is that the ability of one of the new troops? Pretty sure that's the ability of one of the 4 new troops. Right? What is that? That might be his ability. Let me check. Is that his ability? That's probably his ability. That's probably what that is. Where's Sunken Fleets? Sunken Fleets. There it is. It's the crab ability. It's the crab's ability is what that is, right? Why does it look so different there than it does there, though? Is that what that is? Yeah, that's what it is. It's the crab's ability. Why did they make the most useless one the ability for it? That doesn't make any sense. Though I guess because the troop's so useless, we would never see the icon otherwise. So, I guess that kind of works. Wait, what? That's a tier 3? What? How random is this delve? What on earth is this delve? Well, we know this is guaranteed treasure room and this is partial chance for treasure room. But what on earth is that room, and that room? Those are some very, very weird rooms, to say the least. Well, let's go head to that tier 1.4, or to that tier 5 room. The fat gray cats. Yeah, that's pretty funny. It has a weird expression to it. Pretty funny one. We still need cosmetics for pets. They joked about it at one point, but they do seriously need to add it. That'd be a really nice feature to have. Cosmetics for all the various pets in the game. Or at least for the ones that are just noteworthily more used. Or even just more things in general for customization. More customization is always better. They've been kind of hesitant on it, though, just because the last time they ended up doing it, like when they added the Lapina and the Dwarf, they didn't end up selling that well, so it wasn't really worth their time investment to try to get it done. Let's see, up that over. But that's mainly because those were more complicated. Doing it for a pet would probably be a bit easier. Because the way that they have the hero set up, it's multiple different layers with how they have it. And they have it set up in a really weird way that makes it way more complicated than it needs to be probably behind the scenes. But the pets, I believe, are a lot simpler since they're just one single icon. And you can just do one other single icon over top. Or whatever file format they're using for it. But for whatever reason, the hero class itself is done in like multiple layers. I think it's like 5 different layers between the head and the and each of its little body parts and like the the features that it has and all that. And then the armor. But of course, the entirety of the pet's on its own layer. What do we take here? Oh yeah, we just go to the tier, the 1.4 room all the way in the corner. Okay, what do we take? We'll probably get Apothecary up, so we'll move that over. Get a good Apothecary rolling here. Probably throw it down to red, because why not? Get that going into a Mountain Crusher. And then we can just throw multiple Gargoyles down. Yeah, we should be good to go from there. Throw that. Hopefully it'll get randomly scolded. And the answer is no, but we'll throw another Gargoyle and then kill that out. Okay. Throw down on greens, get a red down. Throw our Gargoyles as we need. And that's pretty much match. Get our other Gargoyle, and that will be the kill. The Water Elemental seems like a decent troop. AoE and mass stun. Yes, it's one of the, or it is the best stun for early game. I didn't really make much of a mention in that regard. I think I did at one point, but I didn't in either of these two videos, like the previous video and this stream. But yes, he is the most viable stun for early game. Though if you own Obsidius, he's obviously kind of pointless. But assuming you don't own Obsidius, he's basically your best stun option. It's the same color as Corvash, so obviously you wouldn't use them together. But Corvash, that new troop that just came in, and Obsidius are the 3 best stuns in the game. Though if you own Obsidius, there's no point in using either of the other two. Well, actually, Corvash still gets ran on some blue days. But that new troop that came out, there's no point in using it if you own Obsidius. But yeah, it's a good alternative for not owning Obsidius. 1 cast and you stun the entire enemy team. Definitely decent value. Has full AoE damage as well. A relatively low amount, but still, it's full AoE, still a decent mechanic. As long as you don't have Submerge or anything. Oh, did he just convert away all my color? Yeah, he did. It's not nice. Okay, I'm just gonna wait out the timer at this point, I guess. Throw that down. Get a like apothecary going down. Throw that down on the reds. Get a good explosion. Actually, no, we won't. We'll do that and try getting a random skull. And no random skull for us, but we just killed off of that. The Doom Skull makes enough damage, and there we go. But if anyone has any other questions, let me know. And we'll make sure to answer them all. We'll be around for a while, at least another 2 hours, if not more. My goal at minimum this stream, and that's also when we're handing out next code, is get to +1 attack, which means we need 20,000 total renown. And we're not ending the stream until we get it. And we're currently about 500 renown short. That takes a while to get that much renown. Each delve is only giving us like what? It's giving us 30 at a time each delve we do. And we need like 500. Okay, we'll throw our purple down. Get a gargoyle. 500 renown, not 500 delves. Could you imagine 500 delves? You know how long it would take to do 500 delves? That would be absurd amount of time. Actually, have we even done 500 total delves? Probably. Because we do, assuming we do every single one. Yeah, we definitely have by then. Because you do about 90 a month. Actually, more than that. Between faction event and everything, you probably do about 120 to 150 per month. So yeah, so it would only take a few months to do that many. But yeah, we don't need to do that. We just need to get the rest of this renown right over here. Yeah, exactly 500, 510 right now. We just need to get those renowns, and we get 30 per delve. Because we're getting 20 to that, 10 to that, and that's what we're mainly getting as our points. Okay, where were we? Back to faction, back to fights. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to start skipping. I'll be determining that tomorrow, most likely. If we're going to be skipping delves or doing all of them. It does get pretty time consuming, however, we can use the meta. And because we can use the meta, the instant kill meta that kills them out instantly, it doesn't matter if their stats are 100 or 1000, it's going to kill them pretty much the same way. Skulls will be a little bit less effective, obviously, the higher their stats are, and our chance of randomly dying slightly increases. However, the rate at which we win shouldn't really be affected much. Also, thank you for your subscribe, Arthur. Greatly appreciated. Ahoy, Earthbound! Welcome! Yeah, we got a lot of pirate-themed emoticons this week. The full list. Let me stop spamming global chat 1. Let me go find a random global chat. Let's see. But yeah, here's the full list of emojis if any of you want to see it from this week. Like all the pirate ones next to each other. For any of you that might be interested in getting them or not. But let's see. They're pretty pointless. Obviously, they're just cosmetic. But for any of you that wanted to see them, this is what they look like. These first 8, or wait, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My bad. The first 6 up to the parrot are from the pack from Invasions, and the other 4 are from the pack from today for the faction. And the most useful ones are probably the flag, the map, the alcohol thing, the bird, and the clock. It's actually supposed to be a compass, but I am going to use it as a clock. Close enough. It looks like a clock. Oh, also, I forgot to change my thing back to small. I prefer it as small. You can see more of the chat. Okay, we'll grab that, and let's keep moving forward. Go to games, go to that, go to fights, and what on earth is our path? Got a Cedric in the corner. That's going to be irrelevant based on what we're about to do. We got a 1.15 right there. Why must this delve be such a weird layout? Okay, we do that. Sounds like a plan. I think that's our game plan. I'm not even sure. This delve's layout is absurd. I'm actually not a fan of this delve from a layout perspective. Its troops are really nice. Its layout, not so much. The faction itself I hate. The troops I love, though. It does look pretty cool visually, though, I do have to say. As far as like how they did the map, this probably looks like one of the better map backgrounds. The actual layout of playing the delves is not as fun as some of the other ones. It just has a really, really annoying layout. But as far as actually visually, that's a really cool looking map. Just the layout of it's awful. Luckily, we don't have to do it for long. Since we're doing pure faction, we just have to do it for the next few days, and then we never have to worry about this ever again other than Tuesday events. Oh yeah, I never did go over the gem offer yet. The gem offer is decent, a little pricey, but if you have the money, it's worth the value. Yeah, it's $10 each, and it lasts for this entire weekend. It gives 450 gems, which is on par. Basically, they keep charging. What does that come out to per dollar? Whatever that comes out to. What's? Why do I even need to do that? Never mind. That's 45 gems per dollar. We don't need to do the math on that. That's obviously just 10 divided into it. Yeah, it comes down to 45 gems per dollar, which seems to be the going price of how they're charging gems these days off of all of these flash offers. Because even the $2 pack, it gives 90 gems. So on average, it's normally 45 gems, or every dollar will net you 45 gems. So it's basically whatever the other reward is that makes it worth it. And obviously right now it's an Orb of Ascension. Orb of Ascensions are obviously one of the best things in the entire game. A Orb of Ascension can potentially save you over 500 gems if you use it on things like raids or invasions to save it, so you don't have to bother buying an entire extra tier. For example, that's exactly what we did on this invasions. A single blue orb can allow you to do something like this, where of course there's other ways to obtain blue orbs for free, which is how we got in all of ours. But of course, one of the biggest purposes of it are things like raids and invasions. Instead of buying up to tier 6, you buy up to tier 5, and then or actually, you could just buy up to tier 4 even, if you don't want the emoji pack. You buy up to tier 4, you use a blue orb, and then boom, you just saved 850 gems. Or if you buy up to tier 5 and use a blue orb, boom, you saved 500 gems. So there's some instances where you get to save an absurd amount. Raids and invasions are the most noteworthy areas, where you get it up to tier 4, you ascend it to legend, you use a blue orb, and then boom, it's at mythic. And both tier 4 and tier 5 do that. Doing it at tier 4 saves you 850 gems. Doing it at tier 5 saves you 500 gems. And I personally go to tier 5 just because of the emoji packs. And you get a lot of other stuff out of it. But we have the spare gems. We're not running low anytime soon. We can afford it. But of course, you just do tier 4 and buy the use the blue orb on it. But yeah, it's definitely always good to have spare blue orbs hanging around. They can potentially save you literal hundreds of gems, as I just explained. But it's somewhat worth it. I still have to say overall the best value is $2 for a Vault Key 90 gems. And normally they have 5 of them. So for $10 you get 5 Vault Keys and 450 gems. Which I would say 5 Vault Keys is better than 1 blue orb. But it's not bad for a guaranteed chance of the orb. Because obviously 5 Vault Keys might not necessarily give you a blue orb. However, it could give you a major blue orb. It could give you 3 blue orbs or something like that. So it's okay value. Not the absolute greatest. I would still say Vault Key's overall better. But I don't know, if you want more Orbs of Ascension, they're there. But $30 to have to spend for all those is, oh, that's a bit pricey. But yeah, from an actual value perspective, it's fine. It's probably the second best offer they ever had. Vault Key 1 is better, though. Okay, what's on Earth is our order here? We'll take this one. But yeah, the flash offers, as far as gems are concerned these days, unless you're like VIP 10 plus, buying the flash offers are always the best value for gems. Also, there's no point in ever buying daily gems ever again. I should probably do another video going over what to spend money on. Because I'm pretty sure the previous video I have says to buy, or you know, that daily gems are actually a decent value. But these days, daily gems are pretty much irrelevant. They're basically dead content now that they keep doing these flash offers like every single week, sometimes even twice a week. Because the flash offers are just so good on value on gems that they're actually at the exact same rate of daily gems, but they give it to you instantly rather than having to wait. Plus, they give an extra benefit. So daily gems are just kind of pointless now. Maybe they'll buff daily gems, but I highly doubt it. Maybe they'll make it like 20 gems per day. Currently it's only 15. Yeah, it's basically become obsolete ever since flash offers. Yeah, flash offers is a kind of interesting thing that they started doing this year. That only just started coming in since January, pretty much the beginning of this year. They started running those up, like mid-January, I think was the first one. And I guess it's their way to try to make more revenue for the game, of course, because they're pretty cheap and they're normally really decent value. Almost none of them are like bad value. They're at least somewhat good. Some are better than others, obviously. But it's definitely not that bad of an offer they keep doing. I personally haven't gone for a single one of them, just because obviously we don't need it. With how big our resources stacks are right now, we honestly do not need a single one of them. Even the thing that had like a portrait in it, I didn't go for. However, if they offer an emoji pack for like $5, I'd probably buy it. That I would. But they'd probably charge like 10 or 15 bucks for that if they did. Probably 10 with some other resources. But I don't know, even that I might consider. If it was really good emojis, I might. Because I am in global chat every now and then, and they're fun to use. That's probably the only thing I would ever buy off a flash offer. But they currently have never had an emoji pack off it. And if they do, it's probably going to be like $10 at minimum. But if it gives like 450 gems or 500 gems with it, it might be considered worth it. I guess we take the Cedric room and then we'll take the other two. Yeah, flash offers unfortunately have not come to Nintendo Switch version. Every version has it except for Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch is in a very weird state at the current moment in time. I'm not sure what's up with Nintendo Switch these days. Hopefully they'll have more info on it soon. Because they've been kind of quiet about it recently. But I've still been playing a Nintendo Switch version every day. Haven't been streaming it, obviously. I do normally stream at least once a week, normally on like Sunday or Saturday to get all the event done. And we'll be doing the same thing this time around. Probably Sunday night we'll finish all of Guild Wars out. Or maybe Saturday we'll do it, I'm not sure. Either Saturday night or Sunday night. One of the two. Obviously if we do Saturday night we won't be able to do the final day, but one of the two we'll get around to it. And just mess around with stuff on a few hours during the stream. Probably like 2 hours of doing like Guild Wars and whatever else we mess around with. And it would take that long because we're doing literally all of Guild Wars in one day. So even doing that only takes like, what, an hour or so? But we still have some other objectives we need to do. Like finishing out PvP and whatever else I didn't do by then. But I'm basically just doing the bare minimum for staying in a top guild at the moment on that account. Currently. There might be some weeks where I do a lot more on it. Like maybe next Vault event if I'm around. Though I'm not sure what next Vault event actually falls. Currently on Nintendo Switch version. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it falls the weekend I won't be around. Keep in mind, I have been mentioning it some, but do keep in mind, I will be taking a, I won't be around for a few days, like a little mini vacation kind of thing, next weekend. I'll be off for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the video on Monday will definitely be late. Or, you know, it'll probably be like right at nighttime, right before the stream. Because I'm getting back at that day. Yeah, I'm going to Chicago for a few days, just to see some friends. I'll try to have some stuff pre-recorded beforehand, though. No guarantee on that, but ideally I'll have at minimum a video or two to have YouTube automatically post for when I'm gone. What do I take here? I'll throw Gargoyle into Gargoyle. Oh, we need to start ditching Gargoyle soon. Again, to the point where we don't even get kills. I might just go straight into instant kill team. But then again, how much damage does Tina have? Let me check. If Tina's bottom value is like 70 or higher, I might switch to Tina right now. Let me see. How much damage does it have? Tina, what's your damage? No, it is nowhere near that. Let's just go Ketris. Ketris. We'll just roll with this. There we go. Okay. We'll start using Ketris now. Ketris should be able to one-shot. Oh, I needed that 5 times. I hate when the explosion destroys what you actually need on the board. It's always annoying. Wait, this should triple kill. Yep, it's still triple kills. And that should till about like 120, 130 or so. And even then, we still use it for a little bit until we switch to the instant kill team. And there we go. Actually, we could use 2 Ketrises, I guess. But I'm mainly keeping the Gargoyle there for the mana accumulation, if nothing else. And because it just naturally gets up with enchant, so worst comes to worst, we'll have it in 7 turns. Or I should say 6 turns. And this first turn gives us 2 right at the beginning. Oh, plus all the cascaded mana, very nice. We'll throw that down and get our kill. Oh, that's not actually enough to kill the adjacents. Really? Interesting. Still a decent amount of damage, though. It's at least enough to kill the target. Who gets that done, at least? It is doing more than Gargoyle. That it is definitely doing. But we'll throw that down. Get another Ketris. That'll definitely kill what it targets. And those kill it with the Gargoyle there. Black Manacles, Anu Scepter, Imperial Jewel, or Death Kneel. Which one to upgrade first between those? Probably Black Manacle. Black Manacle, I feel like of those 4, I personally use the most. Imperial Jewel, I personally only have at +5. Death Kneel does have its potential. But personally, out of those 4, I would say Black Manacle is the most relevant. Okay, it looks like I'm actually going to take... we have 2 paths that are kind of worth it. It's going to be a really weird order. I think we take... yeah, I think we just take this right path, actually. It's going to be super weird order. But I believe we take this top, and then take the other 2. Which means we're going to take a 1.4 times multiplier room as our last room. Seems kind of weird, but... That is this delve. A very weird delve layout. Yeah, I think this has to be the strangest delve layout I have ever seen, ever. I did not care for it that much, personally. Not the, actually, I don't know. Is that the worst overall delve? What do you guys think of it? Oops, let me pause that. I'm not sure if you can actually even hear that, but there we go. Now it's muted. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Get our poke onto the Gargoyle there. And there we go. Okay, so head all the way to the 2 tier 5 rooms. That's funny. This delve could potentially have 4 tier 5 rooms in a row, depending on if you get lucky enough to actually have that happen, or unlucky enough. I don't know. Would that be lucky? I guess that'd be lucky, assuming they're not the low multiplier 1.2 time tier 5 rooms, because those are really annoying. I'll throw Ketris there, and it was killed out with Gargoyle. Easy cleanup, and down it goes. Oh, so I'm still using Shaman. We might need to switch out of that soon. But hey, free XP. We already got level 76 to stream off it. Probably going to get 77. Might even reach 78. Slowly but surely, it shall get maxed. I'm in no immediate rush to get it maxed, but obviously want it done eventually. So we'll kill that out. Gargoyle will have his mana soon. Actually, we'll have it as soon as we cast Mountain Crusher, though it wouldn't even matter because he'd have mana next turn anyways. We'll throw this down because why not? It's not enough to kill though, is it? I should have just threw that first slide. Did he really just survive with 3 HP? That's awful. That is awful. Okay, we'll throw that down on blues. Take a skull into Ketris, and he dies off a burn, actually. Of all things to die to. Wait, how did he... Wait. How did he get burned? Or did he die to... Oh, no, he died to the explosions. Never mind. I was gonna say, wait. We don't have burn. Oh, wait, do we have burn on skull? No, we didn't hit him with a skull. He would have been dead already. What did he die to? I wasn't paying attention. What on earth did he just die to? I think it was the explosion. And it just had a delay on it, which is why it threw me off. It's gonna bother me now. What on earth did he just die to? Hold up. Quick live. Let's see. Is that the battle I'm on now? Yeah, it is. Backtrack some. What on earth did he die to? Let's see. Okay, now I'm even more confused. What did he die to? What? No wonder why I'm confused. That is the strangest death I've ever seen. I had to have already applied damage to it previously. Or maybe it carried the explosion over, but it didn't hit it with explosion. That is super weird. Now I'm even more confused. Seriously, anyone who looks back in that clip, let me know. What on earth did he just die to on the previous battle? I honestly have no clue, even after watching it again. Yeah, it had to have been the explosion. That's the only thing that could have been. But he wasn't in first slot at the time. But yeah, that's the only thing it could have been from is the explosion. Weird interaction, though. Because we exploded when he wasn't first slot. Which is why I didn't think it was the explosion at first. Okay, I'm gonna do a weird move. What is it? Isn't the weird move? The weird move is doing gargoyle in first slot. Never mind. Now I don't need to. Well, that changes that. Never mind. Okay, what do we even take here? We'll do down blues. Grab Ketris down there. Go on a gargoyle, kill the other one. And then we can Ketris kill the front. There we go. And gargoyle will just kill that out. And let's match. And off to the final room. Ooh, shiny Valraven. I'm almost tempted just to go into the instant kill team already. If nothing else, I just love using that team. It's just a fun team to mess around with. Because normally it's not viable to ever use that many instant kills. But in Delves it is. Though earlier Delves isn't. But still. Okay, we'll throw a gargoyle. It's not going to kill though. Doesn't kill either of them actually. Go well, get our mountain crusher down, and then we support the carry into Ketris. Or at this point just take a skull. There we go. I'll still use this for like another delve or two. And then I guess we'll switch over. Because we're still a little bit too early to go switch to instant kill. Probably 110, 120 is like the earliest we should do it. And there's the portrait with the little crab on it. And we got an orb. We got a purple, major purple earlier from the vault key. And now we get to use this green. That's a bad sign, but hopefully the other 3 orbs will be useful. And we still have another vault key too. Who knows, maybe there'll be a major, another major purple or major blue or something of relevance. Also, we should be able to make leaderboard. Not sure how high on the leaderboard. Probably around 50, top 50. But as long as we make top 100 and make some of it back, it should be fine. Get an extra orb and a few little handful of gems. Which isn't much of a refund, given that we spent 1,500 or something on it, but hey, better than nothing. Okay, what's our path here? There. And yeah, this seems to be the way to go. Yep, I guess I take Cedric Room last, as weird as that may seem. I take those, then that, then those two, then that. And that's probably going to be our game plan then. I'm in no rush to get to Cedric Room, since we're not using gold for him. How do you unlock the last quest in Divinian Fields? What do you mean by that? You just do the quest line. There's nothing special you need to do for Divinian Fields. There's only one kingdom that even requires you to do something weird. And that is Kazale. But, no, Divinian Fields, I don't believe has anything weird on it. All you have to do is just keep clicking on the quests, keep doing them, and just do it like any other quest line. I don't recall Divinian Fields having anything weird with it. I did it on my other account and it wasn't doing anything weird. Just keep doing the quest line and it just keeps progressing normally. It doesn't have any other requirement attached to it. Kazale's the only kingdom in the entire game that has a requirement. And that requirement is you have to go through about halfway through Adana quest line before you can do the end of Kazale's quest line. It was something they were planning on doing a lot more, but they only did it with Kazale and they didn't bother doing it to anything else. Kind of weird. But it is the way it is. What's wrong with Kazale? They basically were going to go and make quests more dynamic, but they kind of just did it for one kingdom. They were basically going to connect a bunch of quest lines, but then they didn't. Or at least not directly with the requirements. And now Kazale's the only kingdom in the entire game that has a requirement for completing the kingdom, which is halfway completion of Adana. I forget specifically at what point, but somewhere around the halfway point of Adana is required for Kazale completion. It's the only quest line in the entire game, to my understanding, that requires another kingdom or another quest line to be done. Quest line with a quest line requirement. Which logically makes sense, but they only did it once, which makes it look really weird. It says 27 out of 28, but there's no other quests available? That's strange. Maybe try restarting your game or check for updates? Maybe something weird happened that made it go off. Let me go double check. What does mine say? Actually, it probably won't even let me see. Oh, no, it will let me see, actually. If I click this, and then I click this, it should tell me a number on the bottom. The Divinian Fields, right? I don't know, mine says 28 out of 28. I'm not sure. Just try restarting the game, or if you're on Steam, completely restart Steam. I'm not sure. Yeah, mine says 28 out of 28. And obviously clicking it again says nothing. But I honestly have no clue what might be causing that. You might want to contact support on that. And there's a way to do it in-game now. You go to settings, you go to help, and you click submit a ticket. And then you fill out that form. I believe it brings you there. I still haven't bothered clicking on that. I'll do that off stream because I don't want it messing up with my interface. But, yeah, you just have to click on that button and just fill out the form. And they'll probably be able to fix it for you. Yeah, I've never heard of that issue before. But as long as you have the hero class from Divinian Fields, then you did complete out everything. It might just be a visual glitch. But as long as you own the Oracle hero class, and you own the final challenge of Divinian Fields, the 7th one, then you have all the rewards, even if it's saying 27 out of 28. You did complete it. It might just be visual. Ah, that's not enough to kill, is it? No, it is not. Nowhere is this. Oh, it gets pretty close. And he's dead. Yep, no problem, Brandy. We'll take that red. Yeah, we'll take that so we get our extra turn. Throw down a Ketris. Get a nice Apothecary in there. Do it on all those yellows, and then we can just do it right into another cast. Throw it right over there, and then we just Gargoyle kill his first slot. And that is match. Okay, next order of business. Grab down here. Take our top right, and go from there. Is there such a thing as a Tradestone farm team? Or just anything that clears fast? Pretty much anything that clears Explore quick is what a Tradestone farm is. Also, you can Tradestone farm in challenges, which is the same premise of Explore. Just it's 100% consistent. So you can use some different teams with higher difficulties if you want. It has no effect on Tradestone rate. But it does allow you to use slightly different teams because you know exactly how much damage you need to do every time. But yeah, you just use quick team on challenges and Explore is the quickest way to obtain Tradestones. Normally Explore is still overall better because you can use the gold you get from it to open gold keys. And those gold keys could of course potentially have Tradestones in them as well. And also Explore has higher rarity drop rate for Tradestones. And you can just use the gold you get to get the lower rarity ones, since you can get common and rare common and rare Tradestones off of them. Ingots as well, but obviously if you're doing Tradestone farming, you're mostly worried about the Tradestones. But you would get ingots along the way. From the gold. Not from the battle, obviously. Only PvP and Arena give ingots from battle. And I guess technically in a way delves indirectly. What is that team? What is what team? The team I'm currently using? It's Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, Ketris the Bull, and Gargoyle. And of course you can replace Ketris with a Gargoyle. Hey, Shaman level 77. We gained 2 levels on him so far. Very nice. Several to go. This should triple kill, and then we just need one more poke. So move that over, get a nice Apothecary onto those reds. Then we'll take that down, and then we just Ketris kill that, and it's match, dead. With the new 50% mana start, what's the best elemental team now? Titan Hero class set to the elemental perk that it has on the final trait. Followed by... Oh, sorry, using that as Mountain Crusher. Followed by... Wow, now I forget. It's Mountain Crusher set as Titan. Infernus, Obsidius, and the Boat. Though I personally haven't tested them yet, I will be testing them extensively tomorrow. Today's focus is trying to get that +1 attack off of this faction from getting 20,000 total renown. Not all in this faction, obviously, but, you know, across all the factions. But that's our main goal for this stream. But tomorrow I will be testing... Half the stream will basically be testing elemental teams. I want to try doing it all at once, which is why I'm not really bothering with it now. Mainly just spending time doing delves for now, for today. But no, we will be testing that extensively tomorrow. And maybe later tonight, but probably mainly tomorrow. Let's see, how close are we on that attack? Technically, if we did pure faction, we could get it almost immediately. Let's see, we're at 610. And if we did pure faction at 150, what would that be? That would be another 50, 150, 300. Yeah, that would almost be it. Then we'd have to do another 3. So you know what? We might do it at 150. Do pure faction at 150. It'd be pretty easy. It might take a little bit longer since I'll probably do every room. But we have potions and everything, so it should be fine. Yeah, we'll do pure faction at 150. And that'll allow us to only have to go to 180 for this stream. Be able to 100% complete to 20 attacks. So that sounds like the game plan then. Sounds like a plan. Let's keep moving then. Let's see. Yeah, all we have to do for that is go to 180, with 150 being done with pure faction. Also, after this faction, I should probably switch to instant kills. Because we could still skull spam kill with those. Wait, does he deny brown? No, he doesn't. Why does it seem like he denied brown? Denies yellow to blue. Guess we just had a low amount of brown on the board. How many potions are we planning to buy? Oh, I just bought one of each. I'm not sure if that's enough, but I bought the tier 7 once. So I bought every single one once, including tier 7. But if we need to, we can of course multi-buy tier 7. But I'm seeing if it can be done just with that. I believe it is. Might even be possible with tier 6. And we'll be able to tell if we perpetually stay 3 sigils or above. As long as our sigil amount never dips below 3, then it means we could have gotten it done without ever without buying tier 7. Though buying tier 7 once only costs 200 gems. It's really not that expensive. But you know, every 200 adds up. Well, it's a level 100 perk on a hero class that everyone has maxed pretty much, though. It's Titan. Almost everyone has Titan maxed. And if you don't, you need to go get Titan maxed. It's one of those hero classes that most people already have, so saying that you need it for the elemental team isn't normally too big to ask for. Like saying that you randomly need, like, let's say Archer level 100, that's obviously asking for a lot, like a random hero class, or like Assassin or something. But saying something like needing Titan level 100, that's pretty easy. Because that's one of the main hero classes that you would use in the entire game. So most people would have it maxed or pretty close to max. Also, I did cheat. I am drinking a soda. I need the caffeine. Luckily, the weather's been getting better, so I've been able to walk more. Let's see. We'll take that down. Speaking of that, it's a really nice day today. Might need to do that before I take the nap. Always good to just take a walk and then just completely crash on the couch. That's always fun. Okay, so we take this room, take those 2. Wait, what is this treasure room again? Oh yeah, we'll take it last. We'll take this, the other 2, and then take the treasure into the final room. I said walk outside. Probably just walk around the block multiple times. I don't think I need to go anywheres. I might need to go to the bank later, but I don't need to do it this weekend or literally right now, so we'll still hold on that. Let's see. Get a hit on there. Throw over our yellows. Get our explosion. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Welcome. And he's dead. Actually, that reminds me, what's Father's Day? Not till June, right? Still haven't picked up a Father's Day card. I don't know, do places even sell Father's Day cards a month in advance? Probably. I believe it was like June 14th or something? It's like mid-June. Hello, Glow. Welcome. Okay. What to grab? Why is this board so bad? Take that green. Tried for Sky Skull, didn't get it. Grab it. Looks at me. Oh no. How am I getting hiccups? I always find that weird. Soda very rarely makes me burp anymore, but it always makes me hiccup. Or almost always. I'm not sure why I don't burp anymore from it and just get hiccups instead. But yeah, that's what happens now. My body is weird. Yeah, I definitely feel the need to hiccup more often than needing to burp from drinking carbonated stuff. For the last several years, it's been like that. Not sure why. What do we grab there? Let's grab that for now. Take our Apothecary into red, it looks like. And it was Mountain Crusher clear the entire board into a Ketris. And we do that on last slot, and then we can just go poke clear the last one. There we go. And he's dead off the final. There we go. Okay, and I guess we'll switch to the Zugoff team next. Nothing else, just for a change in pace. Probably wait till at least 150 though, but oh well. We'll do it now. Oh, never mind. Ketris is already starting to not hit. Okay, yeah, we're definitely doing it now. What are you doing, Ketris? You had one job. You're supposed to at minimum kill whatever you touch. There we go. Oops, that was... Okay, never mind. For a second I thought that was an extra turn. I'm gonna say. Yeah, we'll Gargoyle kill that and then just throw it into Ketris, and that's match. I should probably just go through Ketris in the middle. Probably also would have been enough damage. There we go. Actually, even the Gargoyle might have been enough damage in the middle there, but oh well. Not that big a deal. Okay, finally, let's go change to the really strong team now. Why not? Even if it is slightly early. Let's give us something else to mess around with. And to give us some warm-up to practice with it before we actually start needing it. And Possess King. This might be slightly too early, but it's fine. Do we keep that banner? I guess we'll keep that banner. You run a double brown, you could run it +2 brown, +1 blue. I guess we'll run it like this. It's not that big a deal. As long as you have +2 brown. Now we'll grab that. Get our explosion. Move our blue over. So we're on an 81% Devour rate. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, what has immune to Devour on his team? Wait, is it really nothing? Oh nice, nothing. That's good to see. Alright, since we're using skulls now, I might need to actually change that hero class to Titan or something. Might need to finally ditch the Shaman soon. Probably in another delve. Actually, yeah, probably next delve I'll ditch it for a real hero class, like Titan or something. It'll be the end of the line for free Shaman EXP. That'll help speed things up. Especially with this kind of team. Why'd I give him mana? Not that too big a deal though. Okay, was immune on his team. Take that. I'll throw a Mountain Crusher. Oh yeah, we don't even have stun whenever you take Skull because we're not using Titan. Oh, well, not too big a deal. We'll throw instant kill on Leviathan so we don't get moved. Ooh, that actually completely missed. Luckily he's entangled. We'll go for Possessed King here. Didn't get either transform though. At this point, I might as well just kill it with that. It doesn't have Devour, but that is enough damage to kill. There we go. And now we just do this to Skull, and that will also kill. But yeah, this team is almost unkillable in Delves. It's pretty funny. And if anyone knows of any team better than this, let me know. Like for going for deeper Delves. To my understanding, this is the strongest delve team for deeper delves. For like 200 plus. There's some decent Essence of Evil versions of teams though too. I personally prefer the higher mana generation of Mountain Crusher though. And of course if you didn't have Possessed King or something else, you might want to end up opting for it. But let's go for our Devour. So I need to keep paying attention to what does and does not have Devour immune. Also, so far we got every Devour of his too. We haven't gotten unlucky with it yet. It's only a matter of time before we do though. Get unlucky, that is. We're at the point where 2 skulls even just kills them. That's nice. Yeah, we can see how many kills we got too from that. 4 of them. Because of the transform. We can actually tell how many times they get transformed now. If we look at the amount of kills before and after, we can tell the exact amount of times it got transformed. So if we currently have 3 kills, and it moves to 5 from the ability, then we know it transformed them twice. Whatever the difference is whatever many times it ends up getting to transform. What level is our Horde right now? 200. We're currently running 1 of every pack, including once on tier 7, as well as level 200 Delve. That's what we're currently running on. And we're ideally trying to get Pure Faction done with this as the game plan. Okay, did we take that? No. Guess we just do a little loop. We'll take this, take that, take the other one, and then take top right into the final room. Okay, let's do Mountain Crusher there. It'll give us all of our mana. Hopefully we get Devour Tapon before it denies our red, our brown. And unfortunately it denies our brown. We'll do that just to make sure it never does it again. And now we have a bad board, so we gotta wait. I should have taken that skull, but oh well, we got Zugoff now. What do we do with this? Throw it on you, I guess, just so we don't get score reflected. Not like it would matter much. Your mountain. Also, thank you, Anos Farkas, for the subscribe, much appreciated. And if anyone else has any other questions, let me know. Of course, the good majority of the stream, or actually all the stream, will just be doing factions. Our main goal is to get, I also haven't ended a redeem code once we hit that point, but our main goal is to get to 20,000 total Renown, which nets us +1 attack, which means we currently have to go to Delve 180 and do Pure Faction on 150. And if we do that, then boom, we'll have the extra +1 attack. And we'll also hand out a redeem code then. We already handed out one earlier, but it's already dead by now. But we'll have another one as soon as we hit that milestone. But that's our main goal of this stream. Okay, we'll throw a Mountain Crusher down. Get a Devour onto his last slot there. So far, he still hasn't missed. I know I'm about to jinx that any second now. But his 81% chance hasn't missed or failed us yet. And of course, after he gets his Devour, it goes to 100%. Just that initial Devour is the annoying part. Of course, you can buy enough packs that he has a 100% Devour rate. However, that would cost you quite a bit more gems. So we are permanently going to have one higher attack soon, so he's going to have an 82% rather than 81. But of course, we could buy the pack 3 more times and have a 100% chance to Devour if we bought it 3 more times. If we bought it 2 more times, it would go up to 95 or 96 with the extra attack. Yeah, he's going to become... It is kind of funny. That one attack that we're going to gain is actually going to help him directly. We're going to be using that extra attack immediately. Because we use it for Zugov Skull Spam, and more importantly, we use it for Iron Guts Devour chance. We got the Devour, but that doesn't help us much. Oh yeah, this hits through barrier, right? Yes, it does. Not all instant kills hit through barrier, however Zugov does. He's actually one of the only few that do. As far as instant kills are concerned. For example, Skyla does not hit through barrier. Its instant kill will trigger on their barrier if you end up getting it on barrier. It'll still do the damage to them, but it will the instant kill will trigger on the barrier. Would the Iron Gut Zugov team work well for Horde 100? Yes, we were doing on Horde 110. It will always work, obviously. It's just a little bit slower for the earlier delves. But yeah, you can start using it at 100 if you want. We started using it at 110, so... You just don't want to use it for the super low ones, otherwise it's too slow. Aw, we finally missed the Devour. Luckily it's a really easy battle, so it doesn't matter as much. Or, you know, the specific battle. But yeah, you could theoretically throw it on 20, obviously, but a little slow compared to some of the rush teams you could run on 20. Like the AoE instant kills or gargoyles even, or anything else that you might run. And he's dead. Oh, a level 6 chest. Nice. We just hit level 10 chest. For a second I was going to say, oh, we just hit a really low chest, but never mind. I thought that was the final battle. I was like, oh, level 6 for completing it? That's super low. But no, level 6 currently. That means we're about to get a level 10 chest. I believe this is actually the first level 10 chest of today, oddly enough. Given how many delves, it's actually slightly unlucky that we just now got our first 10. Unless I wasn't paying attention, but I'm pretty sure this was our first level 10 chest. Doesn't make that big a difference, though. Their loots are almost all the same. A level 8, a level 9, and a 10 are basically the exact same chests. If you saw their loot side by side, you could barely tell the difference. You might be able to tell the difference between an 8 and a 10. But like a 8 next to a 9 next to a 10, or any of the two next to each other is pretty much undistinguishable from each other more often than not. Because a lot of the drops are random even within the drop table. For example, you could theoretically have a level 6 chest that gives more loot than a level 10 chest. If and only if that level 6 chest rolls all of them at the highest value, whereas the level 10 chest runs them all at the lowest value. As you can see, we did okay on this one. 167 shards and some souls, so mostly shards, that's fine. There we go. Yeah, I forget what the shards are, but basically what the level of the chest does is it does a drop from a table. I forget what that full table is, but it has a bunch of different fields for them, and I believe the shard drop table is like somewhere from 2 to like 20 something. It's such a wide drop table, which is why it looks it has such a wide variety sometimes. And of course there's other things on it like souls, gold, all that good stuff. I actually forget where that drop table is posted. I know it's somewheres. I do not know where, though. But that's basically how those chests interact. It drops a random number, or not random, but however many, whatever the level of the chest is how many drops it drops from that table. If I'm not mistaken, it actually drops 2. I believe each one drops 2. So if you have like an 8 chest, it'll drop 16 from the table. I forget exactly how it works, but they have some kind of table set up for it. Maybe I should go figure out where that info is, if it's even anywhere currently. Oh, it should be somewhere. It's probably buried on the forum somewhere. It's not really that relevant. All you really need to know is higher chest is higher reward. More often than not. We'll take that over. Do that. Grab our mountain crusher. It's kind of like knowing legendary tasks. Like, for example, you don't really need to bother knowing what the legendary task drop table is, because you're going to be doing your excess gold in there regardless. So knowing the table doesn't really help much. The same thing kind of applies to this. Okay, move that over. Grab a hit right there. Yeah, all that, both of those infos are somewhere on the forum. Obviously, I don't have them memorized. But the way legendary tasks work is they drop from 3 different drop tables. A really big drop table, a medium drop table, and a small drop table, in order from the biggest to smallest. And if you get one of one, you can't get it of another. So for example, if you get 750 glory off the large drop table, you can't get something like a 300 glory off the middle or 100 off the small. It would only drop 1 of each specific resource when it goes through them. What do we take here? Let's take Brown over. Oh no, stream just died for literally half a second. in the time it took me to say the stream just died, the stream came right back. That's funny. Probably didn't even noticeably go down. Is Wolf Garrick worth crafting? No. His kingdom can't be upgraded, nor is he viable. But no, he's really bad. He's, even after his buff, he's like one of the 5 worst mythics in the game. Maybe not, but he's pretty far down there. Maybe he's like 7th worst or something. He's definitely top 10 worst. Where exactly is his placement, I do not know, but he's pretty far down there. Oh, wait, that was a 1.5? It was actually better going that way then. Whoops. I didn't realize that was a 1.5. Thought it would be something smaller, like a 1.3. Should have checked it. Not that big a deal, though. Not like we're losing that many points out of it. And we'll probably make leaderboard regardless. The watch will be a few hundred points by the end of it. Short. If we were that short on it, I'd probably just buy another pack. Because that means we'd basically be buying a orb for 125 gems. And if it's purple or blue, it was worth it. I should have instant killed his first slot. Could have killed it with skull damage. Now double skull's not even going to be enough to kill. Seriously, he's still not even dead. There we go. But yeah, Wolf Garrick is not worth crafting. And I don't think they're planning on adding any good war gears anytime soon. Maybe eventually he'll be viable, but as it currently stands, he's still useless. Even after his, what I guess would be considered a buff. I'm not even really sure if that's overall even a buff. It is obviously if the battle's going on for a while. But some of the things he's currently ran with, it's actually better if you would have just had the stats initially than over time. At least it makes it a little bit easier for his ability to land, if nothing else. I need to pay attention to when we hit 150, because I want to do 150 within the faction itself. But then again, no we don't. We don't have to do that. I can use my daily one, don't we? I don't have to do it for, Yeah, we'll have to repeat the battle twice, but I don't have to do it for the event. I could just go rush down the middle. You know what? We're going to do that. That'll work. So what we're going to do is we're going to complete out the next delve. Then we're going to complete out our level 20 delve and just run gargoyles or something against it. And then we'll use Pure Faction on our daily delve, and now we'll just use 2 of our daily delves. And then we can just delay another one on it on like 150, so it's a little bit easier on a 2x multiplier. That'll work. That'll be our game plan then. Sounds like a plan. Okay, what do we take here? Let's grab a brown. Get a mountain crusher. Grab a Devour onto cartridges. Load everything out. Hopefully get a good cascade off this. If not, we'll throw down the Zoogoff. Get our kill. Get the 50% reduction out the way. Also, that reminds me, next delve, we need to switch to Titan. This is starting to get too slow with the this hero class. Especially since we risk the chance of dying, which we obviously don't want happening. You can still win even if hero dies, but ideally that won't happen. Okay, we'll take this room, final room, go from there. Hey, and this one's actually a treasure room too. Okay. What do we want here? Let's take that for now, I guess. And then we can mountain crusher into... Not even sure what here. Let's do that. Put that down. Get a Devour onto his Christine next there. Get our instant kill onto the Divinia. Throw a blue over. And then we could just throw a Devourer and... yeah, let's throw that. And then we do either of our 2 instant kills, whichever one gets up. And he's dead. Final room time. Then we need one more delve. Then we can do a 150 pure faction just so we get the 1 attack a little bit earlier. And go from there. We'll do it with our dailies just so we don't waste any sigils or anything. Ooh, first slot Valraven. We obviously want to make sure that goes down. That is really important. Let's see. We'll take our greens over. Please Devour. I was going to say, of all times not to Devour, that would have been the worst. But luckily we got it. Now we just need to not lose this battle, which shouldn't happen. I don't really foresee that happening, but you never know. Especially if he keeps getting skulls like that. And that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe we should be instant killing him first. Well, we would have if there wasn't a Valraven there. That would have been on him first. Oh, there we go. Nice match. Yeah, okay. Valraven secured. Level 9 chest. Claim all that, and let's switch to Titan, because this is starting to become a little bit riskier without it. But yeah, apparently this tier 5 can be the treasure room tier 5, and this tier 4 can be the treasure room tier 4. This one's a % chance of treasure room, and it's actually 1 this time, and this one's guaranteed treasure room. So that's 100% treasure room. This one's like a 50-ish% chance treasure room. This one can have tier 5 treasure rooms, and this one can have tier 4 treasure rooms. But overall, the treasure room amount of this delve is not that good. Silver Necropole is still way better. Okay, let me switch to Titan. Class, Titan. Change my perks in case I have some of them incorrectly. What do we have? Stun, extra attack, extra armor for Brown. Duststorm has started battle into barrier. Explode. And all the immune. Looks like we are all set on the correct ones already. So I don't even need to change anything. We're good to go already. So this is 140, correct? Yes. So we do this. Then we do 150 on the delve. Or pure faction. And then all we have to do is get to 180. And we will have our attack. And we'll hand out a code for that. But yeah, we just need that last 300 points. So let's go get those last 300 points. Claim all that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's go back. Fight. Clear out this delve. Actually, before we do, what else do we have here? Oh, we get Volky soon. We'll have that in between all that. Let's go take this battle. Why Mountain Crusher instead of Essence of Evil? Wouldn't the Essence, or wouldn't the Entangle and other negative stats effects be more protection for the hero? Yes and no. Because you would have more of an obligation to have to take green if you were using Essence of Evil. Whereas obviously we could take more browns with Mountain Crusher. The other benefit that Mountain Crusher has is it creates a brown storm, so you're perpetually creating browns. So that you'll have protection against spells. Of course, you can use Essence of Evil to silence stuff too and stuff like that. But they both have their protection capabilities. The main place that we get from Mountain Crusher is the fact that we have Perpetual Brownstorm. Of course, we can have it for 4 turns simply by having the hero class set to that. But after those 4 turns, we no longer have Brownstorm, whereas we perpetually keep it for this. Mountain Crusher is also a lot better at looping mana. Essence of Evil is not particularly good for mana. It is, well, I shouldn't say that. It's great for mana. It's just not as good as Mountain Crusher for mana. Mountain Crusher has much better chance of getting a extra turn, and it has a lower mana cost, and it gives more mana overall since it gives all browns 2 mana, which at least is somewhat relevant since we're using High King Iron Gut, and it's just overall going to net more mana. And because of that more mana, it overall has more speed. Yes, Essence of Evil does have its perks to it. I just feel like, personally, that Mountain Crusher is better. You can run either or, whichever one you prefer. I just always go Mountain with it. Yeah, I'd rather cast more than have more effective casts in this particular team. Just because when we're using things like a 100% Devour rate King Iron Gut and a instant kill Zugoff, these tend to be better than Essence of Evil's ability. Because Essence of Evil does not secure a kill. It might disable a troop, but it doesn't actually 100% kill them. Whereas both of these two do. And just feeding them with quick mana just works a bit better. Or at least I feel like it does. But if nothing else, you have double curse on Essence of Evil. So it's a great way, especially if you don't own Possessed King, it's a great way to disable traits. It's a great Possessed King alternative for that purpose. Because otherwise you have to use Zugoff for it all, which would be a bit slow. But yeah, in that situation, it would probably be worth it. Like, if you had this exact team without the Possessed King, which would be a little bit weird if you own Zugoff but not Possessed King, but if you somehow own Zugoff but not Possessed King, and obviously a High King Iron Guy as well, then yeah, Essence of Evil in that particular instance might actually be better. If you devour a Valraven, do you still get the event sigils? Yes. Anything that you do to a Valraven will count. If you transform it, it still gives you it. If you devour it, will. If you instant kill it, it will. Anything will. It's actually one of the other reasons why whenever you transform an enemy, it counts as a kill. So, for example, we have 1 kill right now. Now we have 4 kills because we got 3 transformed. Also, that's really easy to see how many transforms he does now. Really nice. That's actually a nice little new feature that comes in for that too. Something where you weren't normally able to see is how many times he transforms. But that's one of the reasons why Transform has a kill on it. There's a couple of reasons, and they're almost all Delve related. One is because if you kill a Gnome or a Valraven or anything else, since it counts as a kill, it does give you the drop. And the other reason is for Delves. So when you're in a Delve, whenever something transforms you, you technically lose a troop, and that's why it counts as a kill. But those 2 reasons. I believe the bigger reason is just to make sure gnomes work correctly. So whenever you transform them or do Devour or anything like that, it still counts as a kill. And that's why that counts. Like, spamming Dragon's Eye on something counts as kills. It's mainly because of that mechanic to make sure that those things actually drop properly. It's also why when the enemy itself transforms, it does not count as a kill. Why did I not kill, like, the most important thing to kill on his entire team. Literally the only thing worth killing. And I don't even target it. Fail. Here we go. Oh, he just got really lucky on that Cascade. Luckily, he doesn't have anything relevant that uses Brown. Is it worth doing the faction event with a level 0-1 horde? What do you mean by that? You mean 100? I'm not sure what you mean by 0/1 horde. You should at minimum have it at quality 10. And ideally have it at level 100. But no, you don't need it any higher than 100. The only reason you'd have it higher than 100 is if you want to do pure faction, or if you just want to upgrade it for the sake of upgrading it. I will do it in multiplayer order. But yeah, currently I'm trying to work towards getting every single faction to level 200. That is the goal. And right now I'm mainly just doing it on the newer factions, obviously. Because I'm trying to focus those to pure factions. Just because it's a lot easier to do it while they have potions. Unlevel Delve? Why would you ever not level your Delve, though? But no, I wouldn't really bother doing it with an unleveled Delve. Well, you'd still do, like, the free part of the event, but I wouldn't really bother buying into it if you're just going to keep it at, like, quality 1. You have to go at least quality 10. Like, that's, like, the near mandatory thing, almost, for whenever you bother farming a Delve. Like, you have to pretty much have that, otherwise you lose a lot of value out of every Delve you complete. Oh, he doesn't have gold? Well, you can just do PvP for a few hours. If you have the treasure but not the gold, you just do PvP and get the gold. But that's the only thing stopping you. You have all weekend to go get gold. You only take a few hours to farm that much gold you need. Also, isn't the event troop this week 400 gold? You can just do that with a PvP team and just run 1 trophy battles. And just spam that for a couple hours and you'll have all the gold you need for it. How do you get the quality up in delving? To get the quality up, you throw treasure onto the horde. I discovered a video going over that as well. The last segment of the video we just posted. Most recently on our channel. On, you know, this channel right here. But, yeah, I won't be doing a video specifically on it. However, I pretty much just kind of did it within a video. It's time-stamped. It's the final section of the video I just posted. It goes over that in detail. I'll have its own video eventually for it. Probably next time next faction comes out, I'll have it separated. Why did I try devouring the one that has 0 attack? Though we didn't get to devour, so I guess it didn't matter regardless. But, of all the things to target, that is not the one I should have done. Oh, so that's the only problem with this team. This team actually, of all the battles of any delve, one of the easiest battles is actually the one this team struggles the most with. Because the only way it has to kill is single target. And the problem is everything, or the one thing that's the most annoying, has stealthy. And there is no way to get rid of that stealthy. Which is kind of funny. But, yeah, this room out of every room is actually one of the most annoying ones for this team to deal with. Despite it being one of the easiest rooms. Makes almost no sense, but that is the way it is. It kind of reminds me how this team isn't like that good at low levels. Yet, literally it's kind of ironic that it also is pretty bad. Like, one of the worst matchups it has is against what is one of the easiest battles in delves. Which is kind of hilarious. Because obviously now our team is messed up for the rest of the delve, which is not good. Still easily winnable, but not as desirable. Okay, let me devour the rock worm since we didn't even get it. We'll throw that down again. I'll instant kill that because it is impervious. And we'll go from there. We'll take that mana first though. I will devour the rock worm again. Instant kill the worm. And that's pretty much match. Let's do Mountain Crusher into it. And how's that not full mana? We'll take that. Devour the higher one, and then we just kill it with Possessed King at that point. That should be way more than enough. It does 46 damage plus 2 per daemon. And that would basically just be him, because he's the only daemon on our team, though he does count all daemons. Enemy daemons and ally daemons. And for whatever reason, Zukov doesn't count as a daemon. I think it's deliberately not a daemon, just to make sure that if they ever add like a 40% or 50% daemon start, that he doesn't have it. I think that's the only reason why he's only counted as a boss and not a boss daemon. Even during the events, isn't he counted? No, I think he's just counted as a boss for that as well. And he's still the only boss troop that is currently player owned. They haven't added any other ones yet. Okay, we'll get another one of these down if it'll let me. Wrong one. Get that killed. Throw a Devour on his last slot, and he's dead off of, not that. I'll just do Mountain Crusher into, anything. And that'll kill. There we go. Okay, pure faction time. But we have a little bit of a detour that we need to do before we can go and do that to go get our points. One of those parts of those detour is this vault key. I'm gonna go claim this, go see what we have in this vault key. We got a major purple earlier. We can't really top that. The only thing we could possibly top that with is major blue. That's the only possible drop that can be better than major purple is major blue. That or another major purple. Because our other drops could be higher. Alongside of it. Because during that we only got 20 gems as our side drop. The other two were useless. Let's see, what do we have? Come on, let's see a major. Come on. Ah, oh, that's pitiful. That's like 0 loot right there. Fail key. Hate when it gives us those awful keys. Anyways, where were we? Okay, so I'm gonna go do level 150 pure faction now. So to do that, we are not gonna do that battle. What we're gonna do instead is complete out this new faction at level 20. Then we're going to complete it at level 150. And then we're going to complete it, or then we stop. And then we go back to doing the normal ones. But yeah, let's go get the team back in here. Let's go get that. Let's go get Mountain. Let's go get our gargoyles. Actually, do we even really need Mountain? We're casting it once. Oh no, it depends what our stat lines are. But I guess we'll just do it this way. Why not? Stick with the classics. Obviously, we'll want to use Shaman. This is free XP. The freest of free. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the Kraken banner. It's all the way over here. There we go. Okay, we'll just roll with that. Oh, did I not change my class? Where's excuse me. We'll do Shaman. And let's get this cleared real quick on level 20. And then we'll upgrade it to 150. And then do pure faction on the 150. And then we just need to go to 180, and then boom, we get +1 attack permanently forever. Oh, sorry, it's not gold, it's treasures? Oh, my bad. Yeah, treasures can happen sometimes. Though you generally want to save up in advance for when new factions come out. More often than not. So that you can do it for the weekend-long event. If you have treasures is what is stopping you, then yeah, there's no way to get around that then. You just need to make sure you save treasure in advance. I was mentioning it for a week in advance. Just to try to remind people. Hey, you just need to save treasures at least a few weeks in advance. At minimum a week, if not longer. Obviously, we were saving for like an entire month. But at minimum, you want to save for at least a week. So that you always have enough to at least get some of the quality, if not all of it. Why didn't I cover the faction weapon? I kind of forgot. But it's a completely useless weapon, which is why I forgot. The faction weapon is 100% pointless. I forgot to mention that during the video, but it's 100% pointless. You just get it for completionist purposes. There's no actual need to ever use the weapon ever. Let's see. We'll throw that down. I'm glad you could catch the stream. Let's see. Why can I not see the name? Chalky? Yeah, generally as a rule of thumb, you'd want to try saving ahead of time, if you can. But for now, if you still haven't, you can still do the event. It's not like you can't do the event if you don't have, the quality. You just get slightly less loot from doing so. And throughout doing the event, you will get more treasure that you can use to upgrade it. Not necessarily like 100% requirement that you have to have the quality on it, but it just makes it so your loot is actually better when you do the event. Let's see. Oh yeah, they keep adding a lot of useless weapons. That's not new. They've been doing that pretty much since the beginning of the game. Also, thank you, Philly Armor, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. What do we take here? All of it looks useless. Let's take a red, I guess. A nice apothecary down. That should be full mana. Oh, wait. I just realized something. Maybe I do pure faction on the actual event. I forgot. We don't have potion effects. Whoops. Slight oversight on my part. Yeah, we probably should do it on, I don't know. We'll try it once without potions and see what happens. How did I forget about that? But yeah, I forgot. Duh, we don't have potion effects here. I don't know. Well, it's a lot shorter. If we can get it done with it, it's probably going to be worth just doing it this way still. Because it's actually going to be quicker than having to do every single room with potions. If we can get it done first try, just by rushing through it without potions, it would be quicker than if we were to do it with potions by doing every room. So actually, this is perfectly fine to do it this way, I guess. Because we can just go down a straight path, obviously, right down to the boss room. So we end up skipping half the delve. We could theoretically do that on potions too, however, it would lose us some points for the leaderboard. Which isn't too big a deal, but if we're trying for leaderboard, then we do want those points. I'll throw that down. Plus, it could potentially risk losing a Valraven. Though we did just recently get one, so we probably wouldn't get one there. Whereas this game mode has a 0% chance for Valraven, so we can never lose it. How long are we streaming for today? We're streaming until we at minimum get +1 attack. So we need to get to do Pure Faction at 150. Just for the sake of getting a little bit extra points to get the attack. And we also need to get to 180 for the delve completed. And then we'll have that attack. So that's basically what we're streaming to. So that should be about another hour, approximately, give or take. And we'll have a redeem code once we hit it. So it might be a little bit shorter than that. I'm not actually sure. Depends how things go, speed-wise. Also depends if we get Pure Faction on first try or not. Which hopefully we'll be able to do. We'll find out. Yes, chest level 10 is max. Even if you had 7 prior and you gained +4, it will still make it just a +10. It is impossible to get +10, unfortunately. Even though it is theoretically possible to have higher, you can only ever get 10. If you were to get an 11, it would just make it a 10. Which is unfortunate, but yes, 10 is max. You can never get higher than it. Whoa! He just killed us with a death mark. Luckily, this is not a battle that we need to go pure deathless on. But that better not die to that death mark. This will be a really annoying battle if he does. Good. And now he's well, I could have apothecary the previous turn, but we didn't have any extra turn. And there we go. That was almost bad. Luckily, we'll be able to use that death mark mechanic now once we go into these other battles. Okay, there we go. Claim all rewards. Boom, boom. There. Okay, so next order of business. 150. Let's go try doing this. So pure faction time. Right down the middle. What do we have as far as rooms? Okay, we got that. We got that. Okay, that looks like easy path. We got this. Okay, let's go do pure faction now. Oh, faction. Where is the faction? Dun 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 dun. Where'd it go? There it is, Sunken Fleet. Change it to Sunken Fleet banner as well. Where'd it go? 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 Not sure where it is in all this organization now. There it is. All the way towards the end, it looks like. Almost the end. Right next to Warren's. There we go. Okay. So, troops. What do we need? Put you there. Put you there. Put you there. Put you there. Is that good enough? What else do we need? Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. Why not? Should be fine. Or do we replace out Crabman? Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll stick with what we have here. That or we go double up on this. But I think it's fine as is. Because that doesn't stack the mana, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll go with this. We'll do one of each. It gives us higher stats. Not by much, but it gives us all these bonuses to a better degree. But yeah, it gives us these 3 sets to a higher amount. So, we'll just go with this then. So we have it. Okay, let's go in. See what we can do with this. And our stat lines are okay for everything. Okay, let's go with this. Hopefully we can go straight down a path. Oops, I used Shaman, but it doesn't matter. We're not using Hero anyways. Never mind. If we could use a Hero, it'd be using Titan, obviously. But we have no choice. We can't use Hero. Oh yeah, what's your convert again? Yellow to blue. We have that, so we'll take it. Also have to keep an eye out for green to Doomskull alignment. That can potentially be extremely devastatingly strong. Oh, and we got it. And here's the 4x curse. It's actually the first time I'm bothering to use this new elemental. It is definitely a decent troop. Let's see. Gonna need to get used to green to Doomskull convert though. It's something new that we normally don't have to deal with. And then we get the stuns. That will throw down a bunch of damage. Oh yeah, what's your convert again? Yellow to blue. Oh duh, he just did it. He already did it for us. He'd even take the extra turn. What's he doing? We'll throw another AoE. Double kill the crab with crab, and there we go. And do we have alignment? Yeah, and we just kill it with that. Dead. There we go. 1 down. 3 to go. Hard ones are still to come though. Water Spear. Oh yeah, I didn't bother double checking to see if they get anything good. No, just a Water Spear and extra attack. There's just some extra HP and extra attack that's gonna make almost no difference. You're using Titan, Apothecary, Gargoyle, Bloodhammer. Sounds perfectly fine. That would work. Okay, what do we take? We just throw it down, right? Yes. Take the skull first, though. Take the blues. If we have alignment, no. Throw that down. Grab our yellow over. Grab, nothing's worth going for. So I'll just try for Sky Brown. Goal. Or does not like us. Take a yellow. Up there goes Shuffle. Come on, we still not have alignment on anything? Nope. Nope. Guess we'll convert for some death marks if nothing else. Oh wait, never mind. That's only percent chance. I forgot. It's 20% chance to death mark boosted by every gem converted. So every yellow that we convert into a blue increases that percent by 1%. So obviously it's not guaranteed. Yeah, that guy's down. What else we need? We could take brown into blue sky. I'm probably just gonna take blue directly. Aw, where's your mana when we need it? That's perfect to convert right there. But oh well, I'll just grab that. Or like an AoE down and get them stuns. Probably not anything too important to get stunned there, but oh well. There you go, stuns. Stuns for everyone. Oh, so there's still not a direct immune to bleed immunity trait yet. Obviously, indestructible and impervious have it attached to them. However, there's no trait that's just like, hey, have immune to bleed. I'm actually surprised they didn't add it to sturdy, the one that has immune to poison on it. Kind of makes sense that something would have immune to both, but they don't currently have it set up like that. I guess that also makes sense because there's some mechanics that you can end up using by having them separate, I guess. But let's go and convert that over. And didn't get the death marks, unfortunately, but we do have alignment, so we'll do that. Get them all cursed. Now they're really disabled. Plus that makes the duration a lot longer as well. And that's match. We just do that into AoE. And he's dead. Or actually, now he's dead. There we go. Well, 2 down, 2 to go. And that was our second hardest battle. This one should be a cakewalk. And the only battle we need now is to kill out the final battle. It's going to be the only challenging one. And look, we didn't even need potions for this little smaller one. Though we did do level 200 faction. So that's making it quite a bit easier than it would normally be. Compared to 100 faction. Somewhat still, their stats are actually higher than theirs, even at this battle. Even with them having 20% on all their troops because of the event, that's funny. It's still not even enough to outpace our stats currently. Because of the delve bonus. Okay, what is our convert here? I guess I actually take this, why not? Didn't backfire. I get hit once. Nope, we didn't even get hit once. Go get all that converted. No death marks though, unfortunately. Do we have a recast on it? Nope, not one that will hit. All those skulls next to each other, we can't take any of them because of the blocks. You just died off a bleed. Well, that works. I do have to say, this faction team's pretty fun. They added a lot of good troops. This one's a little bit underwhelming, but it works good for the pure faction, I guess. But these three are all good in the right context. Insanely good curse, some doom skull spam, and a elemental start with some skull reduction. A decent converting troop, one that could even rival Mercy, even though it's only ultra rare, not epic. And a decent AoE stun, making it one of the best stuns in the game other than Obsidious. So pretty cool. Yeah, we'll move that over. Do we have alignment on that? No, let's take another skull. Poke him a few times. Grab a... Let's take a blue for now. Grab the yellow into all that mess. Grab our double poke. What else we need? I don't think we have any good converts. I might still go for it. Get a little bit of mana there. Nothing else, double bleed them and kill them that way. There we go. Oh wait, did I already have the AoE? I could just casted that if I did. Oh, apparently we got 2,000 gold for using 4 of the same, from the same faction or same type or something. That's funny. Oh, whoa, what am I doing? Wrong path. Don't do it for multiplier, do it for the final room. We're just doing pure faction right now. But here we go, here's the final battle. Let's see, what's our stats like? We might actually have more stats than him. It'll be pretty close regardless. Yeah, I'm slightly lower on stats, not by much. We're basically same stats, so all we have to do is outplay him then. Though we have first turn advantage, so we should be fine as long as I don't mess up horribly. Biggest thing that could possibly make us lose is him getting the Doom Skull spam correctly. As long as he doesn't get that, we should be fine. Keyword on should. Not guarantee though. What do I grab here? I'll just go AoE stun for now. Oh, of course he has that one submerge. Let's see. It still isn't worth going for. Any other one doesn't do anything. Let's take that, I guess. Okay, that's a free skull extra turn there. And that will get us a kill, and I think we won. It gets rid of their reduction to skulls as well. It's an extra turn right over there. Yeah, looks like we won. Let's see. We'll move that over. That gives alignment. Oh yeah, we definitely won. That's super dead. We just killed his skull spam option. Yep, we won. Matter of applying the damage at this point. Another free, pretty much instant kill there. And another one. Oh no, it's not free though. We don't have it on extra turn. And I don't think it's worth going for otherwise. So let's take that. And can we get one more? No. We'll probably just double bleed it. Get us to a 2-stack. And one single alignment is pretty much enough to kill. Don't you Deathmark kill us. What are you doing? And he's dead. Luckily, we did not need to go deathless. We just had to go purification. As long as we had one of them surviving, that's all we needed. And then boom, we should get a lot of renown here. 170. We're almost there. Okay, and this we'll just save at a 160 so that we have it for later. We'll delay it just so we have it so we can farm it later for some resources. While it's still lower level. Hey, 22222. 4 2s. Yeah, there we go. 19,900 renown. All we have to do now is 3 more factions. Or technically 4 more. Because this first one will not really count. Because we already technically did it. But yeah, 4 more factions and we will be completed on our main objective of trying to gain 1 higher attack. So let's go do that. Games there. 4 factions to go. 150, 160, 170, 180. 150 we already just did though, but now we have to do every room and do it with a real team and rather than pure faction. Also, we do have to go deathless on 180 doing it like this. We want to get it done immediately. However, that's not really too big a concern. Highly doubt we're going to die, but you never know. He could randomly clip us with a death mark. This does not have immune to death mark unless we still have bless on it. But then again, we're not really casting it, so it might always have bless. Plus we automatically have it for Zugoff unless he gets cursed somehow. Worst comes to worst, bless has 1 immunity to curse though. If they try using curse on us while we have bless, it will negate each other out. Hello, Ben. Welcome. How's it been going? Everything's been going pretty well. We're currently trying to get +1 attack off this faction from having 20,000 total renown. And we're almost there. We just have to do 4 more delves, and we will have our +1 attack permanently. And then we're handing out a code, and then we're probably ending out for now, once we get that. But that'll probably still take another, 40 minutes? Normally it takes, I would say takes about 10 minutes per delve. About another 40 minutes of streaming, most likely, for today. Or for now, I should say. We'll be back later tonight as well, of course. But let's see, what do we need here? We'll grab that down. Grab our hit there. Yeah, this battle takes like, what, a minute? Yeah, a minute. It's going to be, looks like 48 seconds for the full cycle. 43, 44, 45... 46, yeah, and then you figure out where you want to go, yeah. About a minute per battle between everything. Okay, we'll take this hatchery. Why not? Oh yeah, it's already 144. Almost forgot about that because we started a little bit later. It's gonna be like 2:30 by the time we end. And I didn't even eat anything yet today. I'll wait until after the stream, though. No point in doing it now. We can go another half an hour. It's not going to be that big a deal. Actually, more like 40 minutes. This delve's not going to get done that quick. Unless we get super lucky in the next few delves. Though you never know if we keep getting moves like that. Best team against Rope Dart? Anything with mana drain. Most Rope Dart teams start with 40% mana due to Divine Ishbala. So getting that drained with a Famine or a Sloth as quickly as possible is generally the way to go. Ideally Famine, but if you don't have Famine, use Sloth. Any team with Sloth. One of the easiest hard counters to it. I don't personally go out of my way to do that though. But it would be the most consistent way of dealing with that team. Other than that, you can just simply outdamage it. You can do single target mana drain if it is not using stealthy hero class. Otherwise, you have to use Sloth or Famine because you need the AoE drain. And yeah, just killing it with enough damage before it gets damaged is normally also the way to go. And normally the way I play against it personally. It's generally the solution to almost everything in PvP at any given moment in time. The way to beat it is to damage it, kill it before it kills you. Pretty much how PvP is, because you don't really care about your win rate too much in PvP more often than not. You only care about your win rate overall. So you can do some really risky quick win teams. I don't know why I did that. I should have done the other one and waited till he died or hit us with skulls so I could have stunned him. Oh well. Not too big a deal. Just gonna get Zugoff mana now. One more time. And he's dead. Let's see. Yeah, worst comes to worst, you can always run Mang for delves. Mang into skull spam is normally the way to go. Always a great option, regardless of the delve. Not a single delve that doesn't work for. Of course, it's more effective in some than others. And if anyone still has any other questions or anything I may have missed, let me know. I'll make sure to go over it all. Okay, we'll get Devour onto you. Grab our brown there. Get our mountain. Instant kill the... Oh, that's not the way I want to take. Whoops. Whoops. Don't you dare drain it. Don't. Oh, we had never mind. Bless saved us. Look at that overpowered Bless. No, it's not overpowered. But it's pretty effective on things that don't bother casting. If they don't have Dispel and if they don't have Curse, you basically have perpetual immune to everything. For, well, actually, it doesn't have immune to instant kill. But you have immune to almost everything for its duration. As long as you just keep it there. So, like our Possessed King, it triggering its trait does not get rid of its Bless. So it pretty much never gets rid of its Bless. Like we have double Impervious in our last slots. Zugoff naturally has it, and he has it off of Bless, even though he doesn't have it off his traits. Because we never normally need to cast him. Very, very rarely. We're mainly using him for his final ability with the explosions. But that doesn't remove it. Makes him a lot tankier. Also makes it so we don't have to deal with that death mark that's in this faction. Since both our last two slots have immune to it. One off of Bless and the other off of natural immunity. At least assuming it doesn't get cursed. But even then, as long as it still has its first Bless, the first Bless will negate out the curse. As long as it hasn't casted yet. Though, if it does get that cast off, that's the least of our worries. The Doom Skulls would probably be more of a threat than the Curse would be. Because he would still need to apply Death Marks even if he gets the Curse. Whereas the Skulls, if they align and he has a high enough attack, he just completely wipe out a troop or two. Especially in later delves. So these earlier delves, we don't need to worry about it as much. Hello again, September Blick. Welcome. Hello, Tretz as well. Hello, Loco. Oh yeah, Skulls can definitely backfire a lot. It can happen. You just have to be careful where you place them. What do you think about Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, double Tina? That would be perfectly fine. I was considering running that earlier too, but I ended up opting for a Ketris option instead. Until we switch to this, obviously. But yeah, double Tina is perfectly fine with that team. And a smash, kind of. Not quite. Need one more instant kill. Hey, there we go. Oh, nope, still don't have it. There we go. Now we do. And he's dead. There we go. Another faction done. 3 more to go. So close. So, yeah, we should be at 90. So we should only need 90 more points, I mean. Yep, there we go. We have 19,910. 3 more delves, and we get +1 permanent attack. That'll be nice. But yeah, that's definitely within range. And we are not ending the stream until we get it. That is the goal. Let's go claim whatever loot we have. It might be an ore battery. Oh no, just some useless other stuff. Grab all that mess. Yeah, we still have 3 orbs in play. One right there, and the other 2 right over there. Our second key was horrible. Our first vault key was major purple though, which was pretty nice. But let's see, what's our order here? What's this room? 1.3, 1.2, 1.15, 1.25, 1.2, 1.25. That's a weird order. That. Sounds like a plan. Actually, wouldn't we take these first? Isn't that a treasure room? No, it's not a treasure room. Yeah, that. Sounds like a plan. Let's do that order. How's my thing getting 100% Devour so quick? We're currently level 200 faction. That's giving us, I believe, 36 attack. Normally it'd be 18 attack if you were just at level 100 faction. And the other thing that's giving us so much is we're gaining an additional 7 from buying tier 7 once. And obviously you could buy that multiple times. You could literally have him to 100% Devour on turn 1. Right now, obviously, we don't currently have that. But that is possible. If I bought the pack 3 more times, we'd have it. Also, his 81 is about to become 82 in half an hour from now. Once we get that +1 attack off the faction. Yeah, after his first Devour, obviously, as long as he hits something with attack, he's going to gain 100% Devour rate at that point. But yeah, 7 of that's coming from the potion, the 1 potion, and the rest of it's coming from just having faction Renown, and the rest is just normal stats, obviously. A 36 is from faction Renown. 18 of that 36 being specifically from the difference between 100 and 200, and then 7 from the potion. And the rest are just base stats from having every single attack possible stat in the game, except for that one that we're about to gain in very soon. Once we have that, we'll have the highest possible attack that's currently obtainable in the game. Not counting potions, obviously. And not counting higher faction. Technically, you can have a level 1000 faction, though not a single person has that, because it is ridiculously, impossibly expensive. Even 200 is pretty expensive. Cost us, what, 4 million earlier, plus a bunch of treasures. And we're using optimal treasures, too. Okay, let's take a skull there. Oh, it is armored. It wasn't stunned or anything. Oh, now it's dead. We are using Titan, right? Oh, no. Wait. We're not? What hero class are we using? Wait, why did our hero class switch back to... Oh, no wonder why. I guess when we did Pure Faction and did Shaman, it decided for whatever reason to say, hey, you're going to stay Shaman. That is very strange. Why on earth did it do that? Well, hopefully we don't die. Though at least it's not the 180 one. That's the one I definitely need to make sure I don't die on. That's kind of funny. Yeah, we'll take the brown there, get a Mount Crusher going. Get a Devour down. Do it on you. That's get out of the way. Ooh, that completely missed. Luckily he's frozen. Get our Mount Crusher to clear everything. Oh, should have taken that red first, but it's fine. And he's dead. Stacker. Stack all the stats. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? Let's grab nothing. Actually, we'll take red. Why not? Grab all that mess. Get a thing over. Grab our Devour onto that. Get our explosion everywhere. Throw down a... I'll just kill that, just to make sure he doesn't get summoned in case he gets a kill, though I highly doubt it's going to get a kill. And he's dead. He does not have a skull, but we just do Mountain Crusher to... Oh, wait, I could have just Possess King. Keep forgetting we even have him there. Because we keep not casting him. Because we're mainly using him for his explosion, obviously. Oh, grab these two, take this, take the other one, take top right, take treasure room. And then make sure to change back to Titan. Nice getting some free XP on here, but it's risking our hero dying every single time. It's also slowing down the battle slightly by using not Titan. I know battles like this that are really annoying because of that last slot there. Really makes a difference. Okay, we got a problem. That's not enough to kill. I think I just Mountain... Oh, wait, we just do that. There we go. I was going to say, I think we just Mountain Crusher into it, but never mind. We just do that into it. Into Iron Gut. There we go. Take this room, take top right, take the final. And then don't forget to switch. Okay, we'll take that over for now. Do Mountain. Take another brown over there. Get our Iron Gut into the last slot there. Fortunately, it does end up missing, but let's go for another explosion to clear out most of the board. Take our brown right over there and just do that into another mountain. And what else we need here? Let's go throw down a brown, I guess. Grab that for full mana again. Probably do something about that gluttony. There we go, we did something about it. Kill it with random skulls. Hero trying to not die. Luckily he has such a low attack that actually doesn't matter if he takes multiple skulls. Hope that matters though slightly. Luckily they count as daemons. We could do a bigger AoE, though that's not going to be enough, but that will be. Oh, or not. But that will be. There we go. Now he's down. We revived and changed troops like 2 times there. But, oh well. Still went down. Thank you, Ben. Greatly appreciated. Glad you enjoy. Always a lot of fun doing them. Let's see. Let's do Mountain for now. Nothing really important that we need to actually target down, though. I guess we'll do it on... Well, never mind. Well, that decides what our choice is. Never mind. Only one choice. Didn't realize everything else had stealthy. I'll go do Rogue, then we'll do Raven, and then hopefully it dies off the kill here. Actually, do you have Agile? No, you don't have Agile. You'll die to it. Or not. Really? Did he just live with 3? Here, we'll let you die to burn. Oh, never mind. I forgot. Duh, he steals life. Keep forgetting that, too. It's a almost pointless mechanic of him. But Iron Gut does steal 4 life from the first slot every time you take a brown. I almost forget that's even a thing, because you almost never really use that mechanic for the most part. But, yeah, that is a thing. I almost forgot he even has a trait there. But, yeah, he does steal 4 life every brown, which can break barriers and do stuff like that. Oh! Is that what killed him on that one battle? Wait, we weren't using this yet, were we? No, never mind. We weren't using this team yet. We still had Gargoyle and everything. I was gonna say, that's what killed him, because he had 3 HP and then he took that. Never mind, weren't using Iron Gut yet. But, yeah, I do keep forgetting we do have that 4 damage, though. Pretty trivial, but adds up. Throughout every battle, we're probably doing like 28 damage with it. All of which just goes to his HP value. Too bad it doesn't go to his attack. Oh, did I just try killing him with Submerge? Fail. Or while he had Submerge? I was literally the only thing I was trying to kill with that ability. And he has immune to the ability I just did. Fail. Not a big deal, though. And he's dead. There we go. Okay, let's make sure we switch back to Titan now. And then we just have 2 more delves to go. Apparently, we got mail. A mail from... Legendary task? Oh no, just Renown. Duh. There we go. So how many shards do we have? We had 0 shards earlier, or 4, whatever it was. And now we're up to 2,508. That has gone quite a while. Nice little improvement there. Very nice. All from just this event. Okay, well, let's keep going. Got 2 more to go. Let's switch back to Titan. Titan. Where are you? There you are. Everything's already set correctly on him. Okay, let's go to this delve, 1 more delve, and then we permanently get our attack. And then we'll hand out a code as well. Actually, you know what? We'll hand out a code at the end of this delve. Since we'll be ending out once we finish out the other one anyways. Yeah, at the end of this delve, we'll hand out a code. How about that? Or second code of the stream. Second and last. And then we'll just finish out the last delve. Wrap up from there for now. So I'll be back in 6 hours from now to cover, basically keep doing what we're doing now. Exact same thing we're doing now, I'll be doing later tonight, just a little bit deeper. Oh, what would be a good faction to farm? Sorry, I didn't see your question there. The best faction to farm would be Silver Necropolis. Second best is Warrens. I personally still do Warrens, but that's mainly because I wanted to max Necropolis when it came out. Let's see. That did not do anything for our Zugoff, or barely anything. We just take a red. Oh, blues! I forgot the blue. Oh, we'll kill it with his first slot there. So we don't need to worry about that. The other one's not stunned. So we could probably just explode kill. Oh, that's not enough. But I think we have to finally use Possess King. We have him for a reason, and that reason is to do that and to Devour. So we can do that combo. That's the whole reason why we even own him there. That and the explosions. Wow, this delve layout is so weird. Why is this delve so weird? This has to be one of the strangest delves they've ever added from a layout perspective. It does a lot of good things right, though. The map design looks pretty cool. The troops from the delve are actually really solid. Some of the most solid of any delve. As well as their synergies pretty decent together. But just the delve itself is so horrible. Like, I thought Warren's was bad. Like, Warren's at least is almost looking fun compared to some of the layouts they've been doing. Never Necropolis isn't too bad, though. The layout of it. But this one is horrific because of how much variation it has. And the more variation the delve has on various rooms, the harder it is to figure out what the correct path is. To a point that it's sometimes not even worth trying to figure out what it is. Because of how convoluted it is and how much it keeps changing. The absolute most straightforward delve we've currently gotten so far is Fangmoor, which is actually the same color as this delve. The only problem with it is it's almost too simple, because there's almost no variation with your path. But as far as like the absolute simplest, it's that. Fangmoor. What do you mean about this one? You've got the other up to 500. I'm not sure what you mean by that question. I think it was to something I just said, but I'm not sure exactly what you were referring to when I said it. Oh no, a faction being simple isn't a problem. It's just you don't really have to bother really thinking of what on earth to do for your path, which saves time. But it can theoretically make it less fun over time. Like if I was just to do Fangmoor every day, it would start getting boring because there's no variation to it. You need something in between that's like not as convoluted as this delve for figuring out the path, but still slightly better. Or you know, you don't want one that's like so straightforward that it's Fangmoor where you basically just have one path the entire time. But you also don't want it as complicated that it's like a puzzle in itself just to figure out what the room order is every single time. Want something like a nice in-between. Warrens is a pretty nice in-between. And just a few others too, but... Fangmoor is pretty decent as well. I mean, not Fangmoor, I mean Crypt, Silver Necropolis, as far as like its actual layout of how you go about it. It does have a little bit too much searching, but it's worth it for the treasure rooms. What's the other one that had a pretty decent layout? Trying to think of like my absolute favorite. I don't think it is necessarily Warren's, even though I do it the most, obviously, but it's because of the loot. I don't think of what my actual favorite layout is of any delve. Like, not how effective or good it is or anything like that, just the actual funness of playing the layout. Let me see, I would have to go look at all of them real quick and make that verdict. Let's see. All Seeing Eye definitely is no. Dark Pit's also no. Fangmoor is no, though it's the simplest. Half Guardian is no. Rift I already know is no. Warren's is decent. This one isn't too bad. It does have a little bit of a weird path because of how those interact, those final two. And also it's treasure room, it makes it kind of convoluted. Huh. I guess that actually is Warren's then. I don't know if it's just because I play it so much, or if it's because it actually does have a funner layout. But, oh, I can't even see it because I don't have any more battles left to fail. The awkward moment when I don't delay a battle. The one time I don't have a battle delayed. I can't actually show it, but, yeah, it might actually be Warren's, personally. As far as my favorite layout for one. I don't think it was at first, but it kind of grew on me from doing it so much. Though I could just be biased because I play it like nearly every single day for the last few months. But it hasn't gotten boring yet. Let's see. Where were we? Grab these two, take the final room, and then one more whole delve. And highlight a code at the end of this one. Because Warren actually makes you think of what path you need to do without being like ridiculously overly convoluted, while still rewarding you decently while doing so. And it still has the whole treasure room dynamic, it still has that choice path dynamic for multipliers, and it's not overly convoluted to the point that there's like 1.5 billion options. There's normally only like about 6 paths that are normally viable. So you don't have to check 1.5 billion things over and over again. There's a few key rooms and go from there. Because that's the biggest issue with things that are overly convoluted like this delve. There are some delves where you just have to check way too many rooms. Where sometimes you have to, at minimum, click on every room once, if not multiple times, because you might forget what specific ones are. Delves like those are normally not good from a fun perspective. What do we take here? We'll take a... let's take red for now. A brown. Or not. Hello, Glow. What's this code? Oh, during our live streams, we normally hand out redeem codes. Redeem codes, if you're on the PC mobile version of Gems of War, ends up giving just a small amount of in-game resources. It's a pretty small amount, but it gives 1 gem key, 2 treasure maps, 2,500 gold, and 200 souls. Basically the value of about 2 treasure gnomes or so. The most noteworthy drop in it, of course, is the 1 gem key that the code ends up dropping. And one of the main things why people actually like them. Because most of the other drops are pretty trivial to people later in the game. So and if you're an early game or mid game, it's they're pretty much always good value. But most people just like it for the gem key, obviously. Because most of the other loot is not that good in it, unfortunately. We take there. I guess we go for Mountain Crusher. And then we go for our Devour on the most annoying one. And that down. Get another Devour onto... get rid of his skull spam, I guess. I mean, his skull reduction. Well, I guess I could have done that with Zugoff too. Oh well, doesn't matter. As long as we got one more hit on him. And he's dead. Doesn't matter what he does. There we go. Code time! Before I forget. I did say at the end of this delve. And then one more delve and we get our permanent +1 attack. Though that does assume we go deathless, so... we should be able to. I don't really foresee us dying unless we get trolled by like Death Mark or Skull Spam or something. Well, let's go grab our mail thingy. And let's go handle the code. Where to go? Let's see. Edit. Mark down one of the codes. Where to go? Do it right there. Mark it so we know we used it. Copy. Save it. Put it into our code section. Where to go? Put it right there. Make sure it works. Put that there. Backspace. Click redeem. Refresh. Paste. Copy. And there you guys go. There is the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. Your invite code is found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says there is what you put into the invite code. Redeem code is found right over there in wrong way. Is found right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. Use it on that link, or go to gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. And it gives same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And it's usable on PC mobile, every version except the console versions. Okay, one more delve time. And then we permanently get our attack. Because we're currently sitting at 19,970, and we get 30 more renown from doing this deathless. So as long as we don't die here, we get +1 attack forever. And even if we do die here, we just have to do another delve. But ideally, we'll get it done with this one. And then we'll end out the stream for now, until later tonight in 6 hours from now. So if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Is this battle or this delve show only take about 9 minutes or so? If anyone still has any questions, let me know before then. Hey, no problem, Glow. Hey, no problem, everyone, for the redeem code. Okay, what on earth is this path? I guess we go to tier 5. Oh, it's a treasure room tier 5 too, nice. A little bit extra loot off of that. Let's see, what's our path then? Is this a 1.15? Yes, it is. It's actually better to go top then. That's not good. Hey, we're back! Oh, that was almost bad. Okay, we didn't disconnect. Kind of. Well, we did disconnect, but it came back. Before the stream decided to not come back. I need to, like, set the timer on that to be way higher. Like the disconnect timer. But yeah, we're back. No worries. I would have still came back regardless. I wouldn't have bothered posting the other one separately, though. But we still would have came back to go get this last faction done. Yeah, my connection's pretty bad. Not much I can do about that, though. Some things I can. Some of which I'll be doing soon. But as far as provider and stuff, there's only one in the area. We'll take that down. Oh, let me make sure I get that Devour even killed. That is pretty important. Grab our skulls there. Just 25% reduction kept them alive. Is that enough to kill? Yes. No. 1 HP. Whoops. Oh, but we killed it with browns. Nice. That works. And he's dead. Okay, so we go to this, take to the 1.4 times treasure room, then we'll go to the bottom area, top treasure room, and then final battle. Sounds like a plan. Let's kill Bonnie Rose just in case. She's the only thing on that team that can even remotely try to kill us. And I highly doubt she would, but you never know. I say that and he'll probably attack buff and then get our skull spam reverse and then kill us. Really unlikely though. Up, he tried. He hit our barrier. He tried. Didn't quite get that far though. They do have 20% this week. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of mid-range player that's actually losing to that battle. Just because the 20% extra stats is making it harder. That'd be kind of funny if that actually does happen. Yeah, that entire battle is 20% because rogues have 20% and Blackhawk have... rogues have 10% and Blackhawk has 10% for a total of 20% to all rogue Blackhawk, which is almost the entirety of the kingdom, which is also the entirety of that battle. I believe there's one other battle that has that as well this week for factions, or, you know, that has 20% like that. I think it's one of the treasure rooms, if I'm not mistaken. Has like a pirate theme going on. Not the one that we just faced, it was a different one. Okay, I'm actually gonna take this treasure room first. It's a high enough multiplier that I guess so. Okay, we'll take that for now. Get Devour going. Grab that onto his convert just to make sure we don't have to deal with it. Didn't we just have an extra turn here? I could have sworn we just had an extra turn down there. I guess our explosion ruined it. Oh, we'll grab that. Throw it down again just to double instant kill, and that should kill it off of skull spam. Or death mark, whichever one. Either or. There we go. Or both. Actually, both can't happen simultaneously, but there we go. I forgot, we have Death Touch. I was gonna say, how did he get Death Marked? It's because we have Death Touch on, after we did that one 1.4 times multiplier room. The one with Draculus. And that one treasure room gives a positive stats effect of Death Mark everything. Once you, or Death Mark on skulls after that battle for the rest of the delve, which is pretty convenient. There you go, we'll throw this down, do it on the mana generator. So everything on that team's pretty much a non-threat. Actually, with that being said, his first slot's actually his most threatening thing because of its immune to, or not its immune, its mana drain that it has. But it's gonna die before it gets a chance. There we go. 2 more battles. Then we get our permanent 1 attack. Yeah, 50% Elemental Star is great. I'll be testing it a lot tomorrow. As I mentioned, I'm not really messing around with it much yet because I want to focus on trying to get this faction completed, or at least closer to completion. And we have to actually be doing the faction for that to happen. And there's no team viable enough to use with it that we'd bother using it within this delve. Especially when we have one of the best delve teams, if not the best delve team in the entire game at our availability. To be able to use for the faction. I'm not aware of anything stronger than this. Also, wow, he just got 3 casts without getting a single Devour with 77% chance. That is very unlucky. Maybe 4th time's the charm. I've already had this battle won. There we go, finally. About time. And now we have a 100% chance, and he's dead. Come on, sometime today. There we go. Come on! If I can stop misclicking. There we go. One more battle. There we go. And doing this will give us a permanent +1 attack. For everything except arena. So throw that down. Get a Devour down. Get our instant kill. Should have done it on the boat. We can still lose that boat. Oh no! Oh no! Gotta be careful. That boat can actually get a kill. And if it gets a kill, we need a whole nother delve. Come on, get the boat killed. There we go. Okay, we're fine. Highly doubt he's gonna get 7 skulls in a row or something like that. Actually, it doesn't take that many. Almost that many. It would take 5 skulls for him to kill us. While we had the barrier and that many stats. But there we go. The second we claim that, we will have +1 extra attack. As you can see, we have things like 40, 39 right there. But as soon as we claim this, that should go up by 1. Be 41, 40. And all the others going up by 1, of course, as well. What am I looking for? I'm looking for games. Go in here, claim the loot, and in that loot we have our 30 Renown. And at 30 Renown gets us exactly... Where'd it go? Exactly... Oops, that's not what I'm looking for. I'll get the right menu eventually. Exactly 20,000! There we go. And that, of course, yields us +1 attack. Okay, let's do it right there as well. 20,000 on the dot. Boom. But there we go. 20,000. Exactly. And from it, we get +1 attack. And if we go check those things, it should be 41 and 40 now. And there you go. 41, 40. But yeah, now everything permanently has 1 attack. There we go. Nice little milestone. So now we finally have max attack in the game. However, it is technically possible to have that armor. However, in order to have that armor, I mean that HP, we would have to have warrants maxed, and we'd need to have half the delves in the game pretty much at around 2,500. I think we would need 4 of them, with the rest of them at basically the 150 they're at now. But we technically would actually have that, wouldn't we? Almost. Because we would have 3 2,500, so I would need 1 more 2,500, and I would need warrants to be upgraded, which I haven't bothered doing yet, obviously, because we're camping it. But still, no rush to get it. I'm pretty sure some people will get it, but the only stat we don't currently have is that armor. It is technically possible to have it. We'll be getting it at a later time, though. But at least we got the +1 attack, which has been available for a month since the previous faction. Again, same premise with the fact that we're farming warrants makes it so we can't get the stat early. It's not too big a deal being 1 stat behind. But anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for this stream. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. We will be back later tonight, around 6 hours from now. Actually, at this point, more like 5.5 hours from now. And we'll be mainly doing exactly what we just did. Just going further in delves, getting from about 180 to probably around 230 or so. As far as how far we're going in the, the actual room level delves things. I should be able to get several down. And, yeah, just doing all of our other dailies and everything. Already finished out the invasions and everything. But, yeah, I'll be doing that later. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck with the faction, and I will catch all of you later. Thanks for stopping by. Goodbye, everyone.